the second time in 3 years, the Wildcats have traveled down here, fought valiantly. Each time that we talk to Spanish Fort fans or we talk to coaching staff, it's how tough of games these are. And it really was a great football game here tonight as well, as the Wildcats are going to lose it 33-24.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
Down here to the bottom. Tyree gonna pull it. And nothing. He bounces it out left side, catches the block. 45 midfield. There goes Tyree down the far sideline. 20-10 touchdown! Wildcat! What were you saying? Nothing. Turns it into a lot. Breaks the tackle 5 into the end zone. Kick hole 20. 15-10 5. He's gone. Touchdown. 45 midfield 40. He's pulling away. 30, 20, 10. He's gone. Cross back foot intercepted. He's wide open in the end zone. Touchdown Wildcat. 20, 15, 10. Stutter step. He's gone. Chase down and drop from behind. Terry Robinson. Nope, he's got a seam. 15. Cuts it outside. 10, 5. Say goodbye. 30, 35, 40, still on his feet, 45, midfield! Man, what a hit! He's got a big hole, 15, 10, 5, he's on. Vinny Smith gonna run, he's got to get there! He's not gonna get there! He's not gonna get there! It's over! Welcome back, everyone, to Wildcat Football here 2015. Brett Pritchard and Randy Lee. Scott Hardy, our sideline analyst. Wes Coleman, our statistician this year, moving up from the sideline again. He took a job with Central Alabama Community College as the head tennis coach there, so we'll talk to Wes later on about that. But here, I told him, I said, look, if you're going to not be on the sideline, you got to come to work for us, so he did. So we're excited to have Scott on the sideline and Wes up here in the booth. Randy, we won the toss, deferred to the second half. We'll kick right to left, and we'll see our very own Sean Raitt to kick off, and he comes back for a senior season off of an injury, but as one of the top kickers in the state of Alabama.
He definitely is, and when it comes to kicking the ball off, I would say he is the top in the state. 70+% of his kickoffs will go into the end zone, and again, A.J. Russell and Sean, to be able to come back from really horrific knee injuries this past year, to get back to action, first game of their senior season, is a great thing. So hopefully Sean, I was watching him kick off in warm-ups, Brett. It was the good old Sean Raitt of past, as he was knocking them deep.
Absolutely. Kicking right to left, our Wildcats in all maroon. Great crowd on our side. A good crowd for BC Rain coming all the way up from the Mobile areas. People still filing into the Sportsplex.
No matter where your day takes you, a water heater from Blossman means a reliable hot shower when you need it.
Here's the deal. Standard tank propane water heaters for only $99. Free installation.
In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities, Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a 4-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
Lake Area Realty is Lake Martin's Century 21 real estate company that proudly serves all the Lake Martin area. Rhonda Gaskin and her staff of caring professional realtors offers full sales for buyers and sellers in the area and can even help you with finding rentals or managing your current property. Whether it's your dream lake home, waterfront property, area family home in town, or just a starter home, Lake Area Realty can handle it all and advise you on all your needs. Buying and selling real estate is important to the professionals at Century 21. Lake Area Realty are your friends in real estate. Call or visit lakearearealty.net.
Just for the look you get, just for the style of it. Where did you get that smile that fits you so perfectly? A big time smile and a small town price. Get a George Hardy smile, you'll be smiling twice. George Hardy Dentistry, a big time smile at a small town price.
Advanced Heating and Air is East Central Alabama's certified train comfort specialist. That means the pros at Advanced make you the focus with superior service on all brands, 24-hour availability, and in most cases, same-day response. Advanced Heating and Air is exclusive with Train Heating and Air products that deliver the longest reliability and great energy efficiency with an amazing 0% 60-month financing package on all new Train products. The best service contacts in the region, and all pricing is upfront so you have no surprises. Advanced Heating and Air, where your comfort is our #1 concern.
Glad you joined us here on the Wildcat Football Network. Sean Rape, left-footed kicker, approaches, and there's your Karen Chanel State Farm Insurance. First half kickoff, 8 yards deep into the end zone for a touchback, and BC Rain will start 1st and 10.
Such a huge presence to this defensive side of the ball to have someone kick it 7-8 yards deep into the end zone. And Brett, great senior campaign come back, and it has to start right there on the defensive front with Tay Robinson and Trey Edwards. Tay Robinson had 59 stops, 27 behind the line of scrimmage. He is a 2-time All-State performer for the Wildcats, and Coach Horn said in the pregame, all the coaches he talks to say, you got that nose guard coming back, don't you? And absolutely, we got him down there.
They may not know his name, but they know who he is for sure. And BC Rain really got better offensively last year. Will start out in the gun with 2 wide receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. They'll fake the handoff and a seam up the middle, across the 20, a couple of yards up to the 22 on a little option keeper up the middle, Randy. It'll be 2nd down.
A couple of new faces we'll see in there for the Wildcats this year. Getting the nod, Darius Jackson, a 5'10", 165-pounder, will be playing an outside backer. You see Rodney Carroll, who has had a number of starts. Another big plus for the Wildcats, Chase Burton will get the started outside backer, moving over from running back last year.
High formation handoff, and speak of the devil, Tay Robinson right there clogging up that middle for no gain there, and it's quickly 3rd down.
Our leading tackler from last year was Trey Edwards. He had 88 tackles. He's the first one in on the stop. Tay Robinson lined up beside him, and I'm just looking down at Tay, Brett, from what you see.
Yeah.
Boy, looks like he's put on 10 or 15 more pounds, doesn't he?
That whole front for the defense right now, 2 great defensive ends and a great nose tackle. 3rd down and 7. They're going to check off at the line of scrimmage. Clifford Powell is your quarterback for BC Rain. And he'll be under center. I formation. 2 receivers down into the bottom, and there is going to be a penalty flag as there is a 0 on the play clock. Probably going to be guilty of a delay of game or maybe got a timeout there, and there is a timeout on the field. BC Rain able to call that A&M Plumbing timeout, handling all the dirty details you don't want to think about. A&M Plumbing.
Jackson Drugs on Cherokee Road in Alexander City has gifts for every occasion you may have coming up, like ladies' clothes, pajamas, swimsuit bags, towels, sunglasses, koozies for monogramming, monogrammed slippers and wallets, and jewelry for every outing, swimsuit covers, and tanks by Blackbeard. When it's time to go gift shopping, think of Jackson's Drugs on Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
G's Country Kitchen on Laurel Street, serving some great country food. I'm talking about 6 days a week. That's Monday through Sunday. closed on Saturday for lunch only. Now, if you've not eaten there, I want you to take advantage of some really, really good food. Oh, Ricky Robinson and everyone I'm over there say, come on by here and we'll make you feel at home, make you feel like you at Mama's home. That's at G's Country Kitchen, Laurel Street, Alex City.
The all-new Alex City Auto Collision is now open and ready to serve you at 2227 Old Dadeville Road, offering quality spray and bed liners, full paint and body services for all makes and models with fast turnaround. They guarantee a lifetime warranty on all repairs and paint for as long as you own the vehicle. Alex City Auto Collision works with all insurance companies and estimates are free. And there's a You Save Car rental office on site, so you'll always have a ride. Alex City Auto Collision on Dadeville Road, 256-392-4542. Our business is a wreck.
JD's Tire and Lube. If you need diesel, if you need non-ethanol gas, if you love service, need new tires, don't waste your time shopping around. Go to JD's Tire and Lube. They can get you any tire, anytime at the best prices around, and you get free rotation and balance for life of the tire. JD offers full service for whatever your needs are. Oil change, brake repair, radiator work, batteries. You can even get your car washed. The customer service is unbeatable at JD's Tire and Lube, 316 Tallapoosa Street, Alexander City, in the old Foshi Service Station building.
How expensive can kids really be? All they need is love, and love is free, right? They're tiny. How much stuff can they really use? I'm still gonna get a new car every year and take the best vacations. Maui, here we come.
Life can surprise you. So can an Allstate agent. Only they can get you 2 safe driving bonus checks a year because every little bit helps. The good hands are doing more than ever before.
Call your Alexander City Allstate agent, Alice Palmer, to learn more today at 256-215-3833.
Not everyone can do what an Alacare nurse can do. It comes from within.
You have to have that desire and that passion to help patients.
The nurses at Alacare have that passion.
And I think that's what makes Alacare unique.
We have people that have such a passion for what they do.
The staff at Alacare is like family. I wouldn't work anywhere else.
We are looking for nurses like you to join us. Call Alacare today.
Amtech is proud to be part of the Alexander City area. Amtech understands the importance of education, athletics, and teamwork. Support from friends, family, classmates, and faculty play a big part of success on the field. Amtech wishes the Wildcats best of luck this year, not only in the games, but in all of your academic achievements as well. Good luck, BRHS athletes, coaches, band members, cheerleaders, faculty, and students from Amtech.
The 41-yard line goes the tailback. That's Durante Williams, a small guy, 5'6", 160 pounds, but has some really good moves in the interior of that line.
Yeah, great blocking up front also. That's a counter play back to the right. It gets back into the secondary. Nice open field tackle by our safety starting this year, senior Jacob Rogers at 6'1", 180 pounds.
Second down and 2, ball dead in the middle of the field at their own 41-yard line. Shotgun, trips to the top, one lone receiver down here to the bottom. Going to check off, look over at Coach Stone. He's going to change the play. He's going to hand off up the middle, fall on a block, and he's got a first down across the 45 up to the 46-yard line. A good run that time again by Durante Williams, and another first down for the Raiders.
Deciding to run this football off the right side of the offensive front. This is a big front, averaging about 270 pounds a man for BC Rain. They find something on this right side and pick up about 4 yards. Take it out to the 46-yard line, 1st and 10.
Trips to the top, one to the bottom as they move left to right. Shotgun formation, one back beside them. And there is a busted play. Didn't snap the football, and going to be an illegal procedure against the Raiders. The quarterback for BC Rain a little upset with his center there. Everybody moved but the center. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty for the Raiders, and it'll back them up to the 40-yard line.
Not what you want to see if you're a Raiders fan. You got a nice drive going, moved it out close to midfield and give back 5 here. It'll be 1st and 15, 9:22 to go in the first. BC Rain with a couple of first downs to start this thing off. And, Brett, we don't see that too often against this defense.
Not at all. Trips to the top, one down to the bottom. 1st and 15. Now going to roll the pocket to the left. Got time, going to step, throw the football, and has his man at the 45. A good catch down here inside Wildcat territory. A versatile play that time by Clifford Powell Jalen Wilson goes up, not a big kid, 5'6", only 125 pounds, goes up and grabs it.
You know, roll the pocket to the left, right arm quarterback, throws it across his body and puts nice air underneath it and a perfectly thrown ball. And these are safe passes towards the sideline as we're backing off and giving them several yards in front of us.
Let me just say this. Telestone's doing a phenomenal job coaching this football team. I can see why this team got so much better and moved deep in the playoffs last year. And as you said, really took it to Charles Henderson there in the second round.
Yeah, Charles Henderson beat them 38-0. And
That's unbelievable.
That's a team the year before is in the state championship game for 5A. So they beat Demopolis, who's a perennial power here in the state of Alabama, in the opening round by a point. They do lose to eventual state champion in 5A, St. Paul's, 38-0 to close out their 2014 season. But, again, first down and 15 as they get another penalty to start this possession.
9:06, going to hand off on the trap play, and the Wildcats snuffed that one out. Nothing doing there. Gave it to the first man through, crosses midfield, and into the 48-yard line of the Wildcats. It'll bring up second down. Clock under 9 minutes here in the first quarter, and Rain has had the football the entire time. Play gained a yard, so it'll be second down and 14. Ball at the Wildcat 48-yard line. Shotgun formation. It'll be trips down here to the wide side of the field. One receiver to the top. Shotgun snap, going to roll to the right. Going to step throw, has his receiver in and out of his hands on a penalty play. Just lack of concentration over here by Joshua McMillan. And he dropped it, and there'll be another procedure call against Rain. So this is the third illegal procedure call on this drive for the Raiders.
All safe passes, rolling the pocket, just throwing the football towards the sideline. But they've got some open spots. They're picking up 6, 7, 8, 10 yards at a pop, so we'll look and see if we'll roll them up. But when you see the athletes for BC Rain, you're scared to roll up too much, Brett. So far, let me tell you, the thing I've been impressed with, though, is their offensive front. This is 3 penalties now, which has brought them back to their side of the field to the 48-yard line. But for the most part, they've been able to handle this pretty good up front.
Yeah, they have. Really done a good job of blocking us, and we'll see how the Wildcat defense responds here. Second down and 19 now, back inside their own territory at the 48. Dump pass out here in the flat, makes a man miss across midfield. Back to the Wildcat 48. A good tackle there by Chase Burton. The senior running back / now outside linebacker for the Wildcats, number 19, comes up and makes a good open field stop. Third down and 13 coming up for the Raiders.
A lot of new names out there for the Wildcats, and they're replacing some very good football players from last year with the 2 Sturdivant boys. They had 110 tackles between the 2 of them. Gary Tuck with 81 stops. Reason you're seeing so many new names, Chase Burton, one of them right there, good open field tackle.
Possession play, shotgun. Going to swing it out in the flat, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Keyshawn Harper. They're a little speedster out in the flat on the far side of the field, and it'll be a fourth down coming up and a punting situation for the Raiders.
Let's see who we send back deep. Looks like it will be Rodney Carroll. Also, we saw there in the spring game against Muscle Shoals, we saw Timmy Lawson back deep, returning a lot of those kicks. But Rodney Carroll here in the punt return position, he is a playmaker, probably the fastest player here on this Wildcat team, Brett.
There's no doubt about it. He is a D1 talent. If shut-down corner, lockdown corner, we've talked about it. He is expecting to do big things. A heavy rush, almost blocked. An end-over-end punt's going to send Carroll back to the 10. He's going to return it. 15-yard line, tries to go outside, turn the corner, does. 20, 25, 30. Here comes a penalty flag. This one will come back. Rodney Carroll turned the corner, but this one appears to be a block in the back on the far side, so the Wildcats will go backwards 10 from the spot of the foul.
Had to be late in that return also as he gets the sideline. No flag down at that point.
Yeah.
So
the
you
point
see
of contact was a good block.
Yeah, you see it down at the 21-yard line. So the Wildcats will get pushed back. It's going to be bad field position, but BC Rain earned that. They picked up several first downs, took the ball out to midfield, did have 3 penalties on their first drive, which helped our Wildcats out, but for the most part, impressed with them offensively on that first drive.
I definitely was. They came in and really did a good job keeping the tempo. Scott Hardy down on the sideline. Our Wildcat defensive front, Scott, had a hard time getting penetration.
I was absolutely impressed with the offensive line for BC Rain. They did an outstanding job on that drive. Although they weren't able to get any points, they were able to show some momentum and some confidence there. So look for the offense for the Benjamin Russell Wildcats to try to do something to counter that here.
Scott Hardy down there on the sideline. Thank you, Scott, for our sideline report. 7:35 to go here in the first quarter. Wildcats with their first offensive possession of the first quarter coming up. They'll start from their own 10 or actually 11-yard line. And Tyree Gray, the senior quarterback, back to lead this Wildcat offensive attack. Carter Jones will be the center. Stuart Ward, longtime center for the Wildcats, graduated. You got Carter Jones, 6 foot, 290 pounds. Going to hand off first time around the right side. A gain of a couple of yards that time on a counter play by the Wildcats. It brings up second down.
Start out in that wolf package we saw a lot of last season. Nice little wing T formation with 2 wide receivers split out. The receivers are Buck Kelly on the left end. Cole Grogan gets the nod up at the top there. That one goes to Orlando Henderson. He picks up positive yards on the short side of the field. 3 yards, we'll call it. Second down and 7.
Yeah, you're going to have Maxwell back there, Orlando Henderson. Here's that wolf package, as you said. Start out 2 backs on the side, 1 behind Tyree. Tyree's going to keep it right side, and there is daylight for days. Midfield, 40. Forget about it. He's gone. Touchdown, Tyree Gray. And like lightning in a bottle, there's your senior quarterback, and the Wildcats are up 6-0.
Outstanding play, and Tyree Gray, he is a game breaker, everyone. He was last year, and he breaks it off on the second play from scrimmage. He shows that speed sweep over to the left side, counters it back to the right, perfectly blocked on that right side. He's back in the secondary before you know what the play is, Brett, and you look down and you know nobody's going to catch up with him. Touchdown Wildcats, 6:43 to go here in the first.
He is in such control of this offense, and Tyree Gray pulls away 5 yards past the line of scrimmage. Nobody had a chance to hawk him down. Sean Rapone for the extra point. There is a penalty flag there. Thrown down. 6:43 to go in the first quarter, and it took 2 plays. Wes Coleman's first drive summary will be a pretty easy one. It only took a couple of plays that time. 87 yards there for Tyree Gray on that scamper. Going to back up. Wildcats procedure penalty. Going to back them up 5 yards, so Sean Rape a little bit further to kick the football. We've got Cam Caldwell will be in there as the holder. He'll be kicking from the 15-yard line. Sean Rape, the left-footed kicker. Back for his senior campaign. There's the snap, the place, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Wildcats lead it 7-0. That's your S&S Discount Tire score. We'll take an A&M Plumbing timeout. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Now's the time to make a splash during the summer clearance event at Vice Motors. Get incredible summer savings on our entire inventory. Buy a new 2015 Chrysler 200 Limited for as low as $19,999. Save $4,800 on the purchase of a new 2015 Dodge Charger SXT. Or save over $6,000 on all Ram 1500 crew cab trucks. And nothing says summer fun like the all-new Jeep Renegade, now in stock.
Guaranteed lowest price, or we'll pay you the difference in price twice.
ViceChryslerDodge.com.
Our caring staff at Bass Funeral Home stands ready to serve you in your hardest of times. Bass Funeral Home is family owned and operated and has been for almost 30 years. Come in and speak with their compassionate staff about funeral arrangements. Every goodbye is different, so they offer a variety of pre-arrangement and cremation packages available at competitive and reasonable pricing. Bass Funeral Home also has the largest chapel in Tallapoosa County. Let us help you plan a funeral that reflects the life of your loved one.
Dr. Demo Popov has been practicing internal medicine in Alexander City for 9 years. During that time, he started a successful weight loss clinic. His clinic has changed many patients' lives. He offers the popular lipo shots in the weight loss clinic. These injections offer increased energy with vitamin B12 and amino acids to increase metabolism and burn fat. Previous patients can restart the program for only $55. This includes 1 shot and 1 month supply of appetite suppressants. Gift certificates are also available. Call today.
Contact Melanie with Renaissance Mortgage Lending to help make that house your home. Renaissance Mortgage Lending. Understanding you. Equal housing lender.
Scooter's Grill in Hagneville is serving up some good old-fashioned cooking. Scooter's Grill has a hot buffet with meats and all your favorite home-cooked sides every Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 1 and 5 to 7. Steak specials are every Friday and Saturday with a ribeye, salad bar, baked potatoes for only $16.99. Of course, all your southern flavors like your pork chops, hamburger steaks, catfish, and much more, including the famous Scooter's Burger with Scooter's Secret Sauce. So load up the family, get to Scooter's Grill for the best food at affordable prices in Hagneville. Good food, good friends, good times.
Hello, I'm Russell Building Supply.
And I'm the Big Box Store.
Hey, Box, we just helped a man who wanted to build a new deck.
Oh, yeah? How'd you do that?
Well, he came in, made an appointment with one of our project engineers, which is free, by the way, walked him through the materials list and helped him with each step. Now he has a beautiful new deck, all at our low price guarantee.
Well, I just helped a guy that wanted to build a brand new deck.
Really? How?
I sent him over to aisle number 24, you know, the lumber aisle.
9 locations serving Lake Martin and Central Alabama.
When you need plumbing service, call on the professionals at A&M Plumbing LLC. We are your dealer for Nature's Miracle state-of-the-art water filtration systems, providing sales and installation of systems for your whole house or under sink. Join our Diamond Club and enjoy many benefits and services while saving money and getting priority service scheduling. We offer financing, and our services include a 1-year satisfaction guarantee. All our technicians are trained, background tested, drug screened, and wear photo IDs to ensure your safety and peace of mind. Our knowledgeable staff will be happy to answer any of your questions. So call A&M Plumbing LLC today.
7-0. Let's go over to Wes Coleman. He'll run down that first drive.
All right, not a bad drive right there by the Wildcats. We had 2 plays. Tyree takes the ball 86 yards for a touchdown on the second play from the line of scrimmage. So great start for the Wildcats tonight.
Wes, let me talk to you for a second. You saw that on the sideline all year last year. Tyree Gray grew as each game went along. Boy, you can tell he is excited about this senior campaign.
Yeah, you can just tell Tyree's a little bit more comfortable. You know, he had a really good, a lot of play time last year. Kind of got in the groove of things toward the end of the season, and you can tell he's in full control right here at the start of the season.
Thank you so much, Wes Coleman, there for our drive summary. And again, his first drive summary about as simple as it gets. High end over end kick's going to be fielded at the 2-yard line. Going to be brought out. 5-10, looking for a block. 15. Dancing around, Sean Reap runs down, makes the tackle. He kicks off and runs down and makes the tackle. If there has been a kid any more fun to watch over the last 4 years, please point him out.
I'm telling you, Sean, he kicks the ball off, and he's close to the first one down. I said to his dad, because I'm watching his doctor down here, so I don't want to say too much, but I don't want.
Yeah, he's keeping the watchful eye over there.
I asked him. I said, Sean's dad. I said, is he going to sit back this year until he's released to where we can get him out there in full service? And he said, I doubt it. No, as he gets down and makes the tackle inside the 20 at 17.
You can't keep an animal caged up. There's a handoff on the right side, and Chase Burton from outside linebacker position comes up and gets him in the backfield for about a 3-yard loss that time. Chase Burton on that outside linebacker post. Randy, I'm really excited about his new position.
I'm excited to have him there. I'm thrilled to have Nicole B. Maxwell back there at tailback this year. I think he's going to be a dynamic playmaker and just a superstar here in the making. But Chase is so tough. He's so physical. He likes playing running back that way. And as smart as he is and as good a kid as he is, to play outside backer is going to be a strength for the Wildcats.
Going to give him a 4-yard loss. Going to throw it up. He's got his receiver. Caught it at the 40-yard line and knocked out of bounds that time. Just lofted it up along the far sideline, and the big, long, lanky receiver ran under the football. It was a good route, a good throw that time, so going over the top. And number 16 over there, C.J. Wyckoff, had the cornerback position. He let him get beside him, Randy. And C.J., very young, really coming into new territory playing that position. But there's a timeout on the field. We'll take an A&M Plumbing timeout with them. Your S&S Discount Tire score is Benjamin Russell 7, BC Rain 0. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network. Handoff up the middle. 45 midfield, spinning off a tackle. 45, good run that time by Deontay Williams over there, and a 10-yard run picks up another BC Rain first down, I believe, enough to move the chains. They haven't moved them yet. We'll say 2nd and inches there. 2nd and inches, shotgun formation, going to hand off. He's got a lot of room to run over there on the far sideline, 40, 35, and is rudely pushed out of bounds. But not after picking up another Rain first down. Scott, right now we caught a big play there by Tyree Gray, but here comes BC Rain right back. Really, really steady, really calm on the offensive side.
That long drive that they had on the first series of the game really has catapulted them to be able to get some momentum. Although they haven't scored, they are making a run. So look for this Wildcat defensive line to try to get some penetration right here.
5:19 to go here in the first quarter. Randy, another good-looking drive here by the Raiders. They're not going away. You can bank on that.
The problem, we're losing containment. Our ends, our outside backers are getting sealed inside, and that's the reason they're able to hit these corners. It's a nice little counter play over to the left. They'll pick up about 4 or 5 yards. But that has been a true strength of our Wildcat team for a while, Brett, is we're able to hold contain. Our ends have been very physical. Even if they're not large, they're physical enough to hold that run lane and make them not hit the corner. And we've seen them hit the corner 2 or 3 times so far here tonight.
We have. And Coach Stone sending the play in, 4:50 to go here in the first quarter. Wildcats up 7-0, but BC Rain on the move in the inside Wildcat territory at the 32-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to either side, ball on the far hash, moving left to right. One back in the backfield, going to drop back, going to go down the far sideline, looking up. Pass is caught. Did he stay in bounds? No, he did not. The pass was caught on the far sideline, would have been a touchdown. Clifford Powell goes up and grabs it over the top of Timmy Lawson. Timmy Lawson on the coverage over on that far sideline. And this is twice now, Randy, on that left side of the field. They've had an opportunity for a big play.
You know, we put a new player in. Timmy comes in, takes Wyckoff out, and Timmy a little bit more size that you see over there. About 5'11", 165, 170 pounds. And you can tell he's a good-looking athlete, and, boy, he's got from good pedigree. He's from one of the best we ever had out here.
No doubt about it. 3rd down and 6 now. And they look a little bit early start over there by one of the receivers. No flag. Pass in the flat across the 30 down to about the 26 or 7-yard line. Going to be very close to a BC Rain first down. Probably going to be about a yard short. And I would assume that they're going to go ahead and go for this. Maybe already moved the chains. We'll see they're going to be about a half a yard short, Randy. So they will stay on the field and go for it.
I'm shocked how well they've done up front against us. Their offensive line, they've held their own. We haven't made too many plays in the backfield. And with Tay Robinson back as a senior, you would expect that. Rodney Carroll had an opportunity to make this tackle 5 or 6 yards from here. Comes up a little wildly. You know, if he comes a little bit more in control, he makes this stop about the 31, 32-yard line, and they're probably making a different decision right here. But they will go for it on 4th and about a half yard. 46 seconds to go in the first. Wildcats lead 7-0.
We'll keep it right here. 3:46 to go here in the first quarter, and the Wildcats on defense would love for them to stiffen up. Less than a yard coming up for BC Rain. I want to thank our sponsors here, and we'll be thanking them throughout the broadcast. Obviously, our pregame show brought to you by Russell Dewitt Center, Scotty Gordon at Farmers Insurance with our coin toss, Karen Chanel for all of our kickoffs. She's been doing that forever here on the network. UAB Cardiology Associates, your first down sponsor. I hadn't had a chance to talk about them yet because 86-yard run by Tyree Gray on that first drive. Timeout. Sponsor is A&M Plumbing. Your score sponsor, S&S Discount Tire. And your halftime sponsor will be Curley Motor Company. We'll talk about the rest of them a little bit later on. We couldn't do it without our fine sponsors. 4th down and 1 here for BC Rain at the Wildcat 27-yard line. They'll go I formation, and here comes a penalty flag coming in from the umpire. Let's see what the legal substitution there for the Raiders, and that'll back them up 5. That is a costly penalty. They broke the huddle with 12 men, Randy. So that coming off a timeout, that's got to be a little dejecting for them.
Completely change your decision on the play that you'll call here. More than likely was going to be a power play. They'll change it up. Tyree Gray will substitute in as Chase Burton, I believe, is coming out of the football game. So Tyree back there to add a little bit extra in coverage as they've got 4th down and 6, 3:46 to go here in the first.
Go shotgun trips to the far side, 10 seconds on the play clock. They get the snap away. Looking on that left side, going post corner over there. Diving catch. Did he make that catch? What an unbelievable catch at the 9-yard line. He turned around twice, Randy, in between 2 Wildcat defenders, a post corner, and he ran out and extended as much as he could and brought it in 1st and goal.
You know, when he released the football, the quarterback, I said, there's no chance. This thing's overthrown by 5 to 7 yards. But lays out inside the 10-yard line, down to the 9, 1st and goal for the Raiders.
A busted play in the backfield. We're going to get him and take him down around the 11-yard line. And that was big number 90 coming in there. That's Bruno, Jeffrey Bruno, coming in to make the tackle. Big defensive end addition for the Wildcats. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
Bruno, good size, 6 foot, about 215 pounds. Over there on this side, you see Jacoby Lawson also.
His brother, Randy, is Lester Cotton at Alabama from Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa. You can see the bloodline doesn't run out with Jeffrey Bruno. Here's a scramble play. Had his receiver at the 5-yard line and incomplete. Just another drop there for one of the Raider receivers, Randy. It'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Nicely thrown football. So far, very, very impressed with their quarterback. Throwing the ball on the move, Brett. He's thrown it perfectly, rolling the pocket to the left with a right-hand quarterback. You don't see that too often. And this one's on the money, but dropped down here inside the 5-yard line. We're having to watch both sides, so if we confuse you with the time.
Yeah, just look over here. Don't worry about this.
We're missing the minute. We got 2:49 left here in the first with the Wildcats leading 7-0.
Play action, going to throw it back,
wide open.
And he's wide open. Touchdown. Was a perfectly called play. Rolled all of the momentum to the right. Stop, look back to the left. That was the Cam Newton to Philip Lutzenkirchen play, Randy. That's all it was. Everybody to the right, turn around, look to the left. Nobody back there in coverage. And BC Rain on the board with a touchdown, 7-6.
You know, poorly communicated, poorly defended on that side of the play. We just don't go out with the back. And they didn't take much faking. It didn't take Cam Newton rolling the pocket too much. He was wide open going down that sideline into the end zone.
There's the point after temp is up, and it's no good. So Wildcats will have a 7-6 lead, and they'll hold on to that. But I'm going to tell you something. BC Rain on their first 2 offensive possessions, Randy, has moved the ball pretty easily. I'll just be honest about it.
You know, and I'm a little bit surprised. Defensively has been a strong suit, and I'd like to go over to Coach Wes Coleman that's in here with us. And Wes would definitely say that offense has been, at times, one of the things that has gotten better and better for us, I would say, over the last 4 years. But it looks like a real strength right now. And defense, we're a little bit susceptible to letting them move the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think that had a lot to do with our defense just being out on the field. I mean, they were out there the whole second quarter. You know, that's one of the things when you got a dynamic playmaker in Tyree and what we got on offense. If you score in a couple of plays, I mean, yeah, that's great putting points on the board. That's what we want. But the defense goes right back on the field. But you got to credit BC Rain. I mean, they've come out here offensively, and I think you hit the nail on the head. Their offensive line right now is been able to block Tay at our nose and our 2 defensive ends. I mean, when you can do that against our defense, you're going to be able to move the football.
We'll go down to the sideline, Scott Hardy. Scott, I'll tell you one thing. That's something, again, as Coach Coleman just said, not used to getting stalemated up front. We haven't really been able to get any penetration.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised at that as well. But, again, I look for the defensive coaches to make some adjustments. Talking to some of the coaches before the game, they were a little concerned about what they were going to run offensively. So I just look for them to get the details down and maybe make some adjustments on this next series.
Sure is nice to have the 2 with us that we've got.
Outstanding. We take all the help we can get. 2:41 and line drive end over end kick fielded at the 20. Big hole up the middle, 25, 30, 35. Rodney Carroll.
That's Timmy.
Actually, it's Timmy Lawson across midfield down the 45. The ball came out. BC Rain seems to think they have the football. We'll see what the call is. BC Rain ended up with the ball, but Timmy Lawson able to hang on to it. Lost his headgear in the big pile there, but Timmy Lawson kind of hesitated a little bit, but found that seam and couldn't make that last guy miss.
You know, I think if he had it back to do over again, it's always nice to sit there, hesitate just a second, then go. I thought he hesitated a little bit too long. That seam popped wide open whenever we had it. And Timmy's a dynamic athlete. He's going to make huge plays right there. And he'll get this one down inside BC Rain territory down to the 42-yard line. 2:30 to go in the first. Wildcats lead 7-6.
Yeah, some confusion. BC Rain's going to have to spend a timeout. They are completely confused and didn't have a guy on the field. So, but nobody's acknowledged the timeout. The referees did not give the timeout to BC Rain, so Wildcats will line up, run a play. Ball is up high and over the head of Tyree Gray in a pile, and I think the Wildcats are going to fall on it. The whole series, Randy, was out of whack. BC Rain comes running up to the line of scrimmage trying to call a timeout. The umpire didn't grant it to them. They run a player on late. We go up to the line of scrimmage, and Tyree Gray was not expecting that snap from Carter Jones, and Wildcats very fortunate to get it back. Ball goes back to the 48, still inside Rain territory. It'll be 2nd down and 16 now.
You know, hope that's just a rush problem right there, but that has been another big strength for the Wildcats, has been that center position and making a perfect snap back there. You think back to Luke Burkhalter, and can you remember a poorly snapped ball?
Well, Luke Burkhalter and Stuart Ward.
I was going to go to Stewart next,
I mean,
but
I don't remember.
Caleb Brooks also had a number of – and, Brett, you know how hard that is? I mean, you even watch when you watch the pros or when you watch college, there is always an issue from time to time with getting the snap back there correctly. And for us to have that, so Carter getting his first start, I expect him to get things. Well, I'm sure he's ramped up a little bit.
Yeah, 2nd 21, another procedure play. Tyree's under big-time pressure, and he was hit from behind, and he's going to go down. And BC Rain came on an all-out blitz, Randy, and we were going to go to a screen on the short side of the field down here, and nobody picked anybody up on the backside.
Miscommunication down here on this side as both receivers are looking at one another, making a decision. I think which one was to block, which going to get the ball. Coach Coleman can update us a little bit there, but I think that was where part of the issue was. And we do have a blitz timed perfectly on the backside for BC Rains. They get there on top of Tyree.
3rd and a mile, 3rd and 27 now. Back in our own territory. Just going to run a draw play, try to get some of that back. And they flip him upside down. That's Maxwell.
Yeah, he's going to get that.
I don't think there's a flag there. Just
no, it shouldn't go against Buck. It should have gone against BC Rain.
Yeah.
They are taking his face mask dead into the ground and slapping him around a little bit, Brett.
A little rough extracurricular activity going on there. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Wildcats clinging to a 7-6 lead. But I'm going to tell you something. This BC Rain team came up here tonight with one goal in mind. That's to walk out of here as a winner. And went 3 rounds deep in the playoffs, got a lot of athletes. They bought into what Coach Stone, his philosophy is as far as a coach. And right now they've got a lot of momentum on their side. Going to force the Wildcats to punt here with 18 seconds to go.
That's a procedure, I believe, on the right side against us.
And this drive here started off after a good return by Timmy Lawson, all the way down to the 42-yard line, and we've done nothing but go backwards here on this second offensive possession. All the way back to the BC Rain 38-yard line is where we'll snap it. Cole Grogan will punt it from around the 21, 22-yard line. Cole really punted it well toward the end of the season last year. This will be his first attempt of the year. Great snap. Going to get off a spiraling punt. Going to go all the way back to the 22-yard line, trying to find some room. Going to cut it back, come back this way.
That's a block in the back.
Block in the back is going to come back, still on his feet, and going to be put down. I believe Benjamin Hendricks going to tackle him there at the 30-yard line.
And that's a great job by Ben. Ben's the one that's down here in position to make the stop. He gets blocked in the back. He gets up after getting blocked in the back, gets back into the play, and makes the stop right there. That's a great play and great momentum there for the sophomore in his first start.
That's going to end the first quarter. Wildcats lead at 7-6. That's your S&S Discount Tire score. We'll take an A&M Plumbing timeout. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Don't let pests take your house or business over. Wave the red flag. Red Flag Pest, owned and operated by Scott Davis on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, is licensed, insured, and bonded, and serves the Lake Martin area, specializing in lake homes, residential property, and industrial property. Their motto is simple: we're only as good as our last service. Call for a free inspection today, 256-825-0430. And visit us online at redflagpestcontrol.com. Red Flag Pest Control. When the problem has to stop. Guaranteed.
Southern Pipe and Supplies, serving Clay, Tallapoosa, and surrounding counties for decades. Not just a great store for plumbing supplies and service, but a showroom and salespeople to help you with your decisions on brand names like Delta Faucets and customized shower systems. Make sure you pick up your heavy-duty and well-insulated K2 coolers. Southern Pipe and Supplies, located on Dadeville Road in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4235.
Worthy Insurance Agency of Alexander City, Alabama. Skipper Worthy, owner of Worthy Insurance, has the Cancer Answer Insurance Plan. This cancer plan helps you pay for radiation and chemo treatments, surgery, doctor visits, medicines, at-home nursing, and many other benefits, skin, cancer treatments. This plan is guaranteed renewable for life. Call Skipper Worthy today for more information at 256-329-2190. Celebrating 34 years of service. Worthy Insurance.
The all-new Alex City Auto Collision is now open and ready to serve you at 2227 Old Dadeville Road, offering quality spray and bed liners, full paint and body services for all makes and models with fast turnaround. They guarantee a lifetime warranty on all repairs and paint for as long as you own the vehicle. Alex City Auto Collision works with all insurance companies and estimates are free. And there's a You Save Car rental office on site, so you'll always have a ride. Alex City Auto Collision on Dadeville Road, 256-392-4542. Our business is a wreck.
Over the years, S&S Tires has grown into the Lake Martin area's largest volume tire dealer. S&S Tire offers the industry's best brand names: Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, Firestone, and much, much more. The tire pros at S&S offer professional installation and the region's best price. In addition to your tire needs, S&S offers full automotive mechanical work for all your vehicle maintenance and repair needs with the area's most experienced staff. Visit either of our 2 locations on Cherokee Road in Alex City or at South Street in Dadeville. At S&S Tire, we're installing peace of mind for every customer we serve. Every job, every day.
Arctic Air and Heat, located in Jackson Gap on Highway 280. Mr. Darryl Kazai invites you to call him. Now, folks, the cold weather's coming. That's a fact. Now, he is your Rheem dealer. That's RHEEM. His number is 256-794-4341. That's Darryl Kazai. Ask him about central heating and air. Central heating and air. That's 256-794-4341. Kazaya. Darryl Kazaya.
Hey, Dad, let's go to the Sportsman Outpost.
Sportsman's Outpost, your one-stop destination for everything outdoors. Guns, archery range, ammo, processor, and taxidermist. Archery manager Randy Winslet, 5-time Alabama state champion, says it's attention to detail that sets us apart from our competition.
We believe in coming in early and staying late.
At Sportsman's Outpost, we think everyone should be able to live their dream.
Sportsman's Outpost, your leader in everything outdoors.
For 115 years, Alliant Bank has built a strong foundation of outstanding customer service. Now, U.S. AmeriBank is building on that foundation with Craft Banking. U.S. AmeriBank's mission is to create handcrafted solutions that perfectly suit your needs and goals. With these financial strengths and convenient banking tools of U.S. AmeriBank, your hometown bank is now even stronger. Alliant is now U.S. AmeriBank, and we're built on values and forging into the future. Visit usameribank.com or any branch for Craft Banking solutions.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back here. Second quarter about to start. Wildcats up 7-6. Let's go over to Coach Coleman. Coach, I tell you one thing we were unaccustomed to really for a long time is not getting any penetration from the defensive front, and we have struggled the first 2 drives.
There you go. Defensive line struggled a little bit. I mean, they have a good point of attack, but they're not getting in the backfield right now, and that's kind of hurting us.
They're going to hand off right side over there across the 25, 26 up to the 27-yard line on a run on the wide side of the field. And 11:45 and counting here in the first half. BC Rain with another good run from scrimmage, Randy. Picked up 8-9 yards.
You know, they're doing a good job mixing up the play calls also. They're keeping us off balance. A lot of counter plays, a lot of rolling the pockets, safe passes towards the sideline that we saw there in the first.
There's a counter play. Great hit in the backfield. Going to drive him back at the point of attack that time. No gain. Maybe lost a yard to A.J. Russell in there along with Trey Edwards. And Tay Robinson, name them all off there, 3 or 4 guys. A good gang tackle there, Randy. It brings up 3rd and 1.
You know, one thing I love about A.J., he is very, very quick. You look over, and he's about 5'9", 190 pounds, and he's in the backfield quickly making a play, and that's what he does right there behind the line. 3rd down and 1 with 10:59 to go here in the second.
Yeah, moving right to left here, I formation for the Raiders. Going to hand it to their fullback, and I don't know if he got it or not. Going to be real close. Going to hit him right at the point of attack. Going to drive him backwards. Did he get forward momentum from the line judge's perspective? He's going to be short about a half a yard.
I didn't think he got it. I definitely didn't feel like he got any movement up front at all, and that's big Trey Edwards. 6'1", 205, 210 pounds. There were plans for Trey to stand up and play in the middle.
Yep.
But we lose Slaughter. Jordan Slaughter goes down for a couple of weeks with a broken bone in his wrist. We'll look forward to having Slaughter back. Yep. Trey standing up. But he led the team in tackles with 88 last year from this end position, Brett.
He's a tremendous talent, can play anywhere. BC Rain going to show that they're going to go for this, a big play here in this first half. And they're going to spend a timeout or actually let the clock run down, and they going to be hit with a delay of game, or did they get the timeout in before? They did get a timeout in before, and so that saved them a punting opportunity there, Randy, so they still have the opportunity maybe to come in and go for this.
You know, one thing that was a big strength for us over the last several years is coming to the line of scrimmage, it being 4th down and 1, and Bryant, or could be Cole last year coming into the game, and being able to get you to jump offside. So that's what they're doing here. Trust me, I doubt it very seriously if on the road and they're down a point with 10 minutes to go in the second, they're going to go for this thing inside their 30-yard line. But they're definitely going to probably come back out here and see if the first game jitters can get our defensive front to jump off, and we got to be smart enough not to do that. Quickly, a couple of scores around the state. Spain Park leads Austin 7-0. Tallahassee and Notasulga are tied up at 0. Florence 14, Shades Valley 0, and the big one over at the Champions Challenge that our AHSA radio network's over covering tonight. Madison Academy and Leeds are knotted up scoreless at 0 in the second.
Boy, that's a heavyweight battle there. And here comes the Raiders. They are going to snap the football and going to roll the pocket to the left, and there's a tight end dump. Got him 35-40. Got a block midfield and going to be tackled by Rodney Carroll inside Wildcat territory at the 45. There is a penalty flag back here around the 36-yard line. We'll see what the call is, but that tight end came free, Randy, and he was wide open.
It's a tackle eligible if he was eligible. This is not a tight end number on the receiver of this ball, big number 56.
They're discussing that.
Gets that reception.
He may not have checked in, but he may have been covered up as well, and if he was covered, then he's not eligible to go out for a pass. 9:53 to go here in the first half, and it is against the Raiders. Go down to Scott Hardy there. You had a good view of that. Scott caught the Wildcats off guard. It's going to go against the Raiders, though, but a good play call again by Tella Stone.
That's been something that's been the theme so far in this first half. Their ability to get their playmakers in space, and I thought that eventually you'd see some type of adjustment, but hopefully we can get that done. But as you said, they've been doing a great job of getting their athletes out in space.
That was a 4th and 1 play, chose to pull the trigger, and it will be a penalty flag, and it will cost them 5 yards there. And they'll call illegal touching there. That's an illegal touching, so he was covered up, Randy, and a tackle-eligible play, did not check in. And that's going to be a live ball play, so it's going to go over to the Wildcats.
Quick question, Coach Coleman, as we bring him in right here, give us the specifics on that. We see a lot of tackle-eligible plays over the years, but do you have to check in? Is that something you've got to let the officials know?
Yeah, usually the head coach before the ball game said. I mean, the head coach talks to the official, and he'll let them know if we have if they're going to bring in a tackle with an eligible number. But you just got to make sure that the outside guy's off the line and he's not covered up. So yeah, that's what usually happens on that.
Yep, and that time that was a very costly mistake there as BC Rain turns it over on downs, because, Randy, that's a live ball play, so it doesn't come back for them to have another opportunity to go for a punt there on 4th. So the Wildcats take over deep inside Rain territory on a gamble. Now I'll go opposite of that. If you're Tella Stone, why not maybe right here try to roll the dice a little bit?
Yeah, maybe. But, I think that just watching the first part of this game, though, Brett, I think that they're in a good position. They match up well with us. They've been moving the football. And early in the game, you don't want to take yourself out of any momentum going your way. So, look, if the play was set up and didn't get the penalty, then we wouldn't be saying what we're saying now.
Tall sweep over here to the right side, trying to cut the corner. That's Orlando Henderson. Run out of bounds, lining up in the Wolf package again. Orlando around the right side, not much room to run, maybe picked up a yard. 9:40 to go here in the first half. It'll be second down.
I tell you, defensively, we've tried this play, I believe, 2 or 3 times. I'd have to check with Coach Coleman on that, but they've strung it out perfectly. We don't have any lanes to cut this play back inside, and Orlando's looking for that cutback lane, just nothing there. So what does he get, about a half yard? We'll still call it 2nd and 10. 9:20 to go here in the second.
Going to hand it off again, cut up inside, across the 25 down to about the 23-yard line that time. But again, not much room to run that time for DeVee Herron in there as one of the running backs for the Wildcats. It brings up third down. I'm going to say 3rd and 8 at best there for the Wildcats, maybe 3rd and 9. And going to go back in that Wolf package again. 2 wing backs, a running back behind Tyree. Tyree takes a snap. He'll play action, going to step up, fire pass, wide open 10, 5, end zone, touchdown, Wildcats. Tyree Gray steps back, throws a bullet, pass complete to Orlando Henderson for a touchdown.
Great job by Orlando right there to stay in about the 2 or 3 yard line. He gets walloped pretty good, knocks him back into the end zone, but he holds on to the football. Beautifully thrown football. We saw Tyree at the end of last year just get better and better, and the coaches have raved about how he's thrown the ball in the offseason, rolls the pocket to the right. They're going to run that little deep, I guess an end pattern about 5 or 10 yards down the field, and a perfectly thrown ball on the run to Orlando Henderson for the touchdown.
Snap place, the kick is up, and the kick is good. It is 14-6. That is your S&S Discount Tire score. We'll take an A&M Plumbing timeout. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Oliver & Treadwell Law Firm is a dedicated, knowledgeable, and local legal team dedicated to serving its clients with a practice covering a broad spectrum, including criminal and civil litigation, family and domestic issues, and personal injury and workers' compensation. Oliver & Treadwell will use their experience and expertise to make sure you get the quality legal representation you deserve. Our team can execute your legal game plan. Oliver & Treadwell is also a proud sponsor of all local high school football. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other lawyers.
Are you looking to book a Walt Disney vacation or cruise? Fairy Tale Journeys is here to make sure your experience is magical. Fairy Tale Journeys is an authorized Disney vacation planner which specializes in booking your Disney moment. Fairy Tale Journeys services are free and include more than 200 home-based agents to help make your Disney dreams come true, from lodging and fast passes to magic bands and other Disney experiences. Call Fairy Tale Journeys today and start making your Disney dream come true. 256-825-2668.
For over 70 years, Curley Motor Company has been serving the Lake Martin area with superior service. Curley Motor Company has quality pre-owned vehicles with down payments as low as $1,000 and flexible payment plans to fit any budget. Most vehicles come with warranties that Curley stands behind, and they even service customer vehicles. View all of Curley's inventory online at www.curleymotor.com. Curley Motor Company not only sells pre-owned vehicles but offers much more, such as rental cars, headliner repair, and can help you with lost car titles and title work. When you buy a car from Curley Motor Company, you're not just buying a car, you're buying our name.
Miss Barbara's Learning Center, Poplar Road here in Alexander City. Enrollment's going on right now. 6 weeks to 14 years old. Let me give you this telephone number, 256-392-3300. Now, for those babies, she provides them a breakfast and a lunch and a snack. But you know what she really provides? Love. And that's what you want when you got somebody taking care of your children at Miss Barbara's Learning Center, Poplar Road, Alex City.
Holman Floor Company has been serving Alex City and the Lake Martin area for 3 generations. We specialize in the sales and installation of hardwood flooring, tile, and carpet, as well as hardwood floor refinishing, both residential and commercial. Come see us on Highway 280 or give us a call at 256-234-6071 and give us a chance to earn your business.
Knowing what matters most to the people we love the most is the best way to help remember them. Have the talk of a lifetime with your loved ones and learn what is important to them, what they value most, and learn about their life.
JR Sports Bar and Grill. Mondays, all you can eat fingers, $13.25. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, all you can eat wings, $12.25. Every day, kids in uniforms eat for $1.99. Alabama Street in Alexander City and Highway 280 in Sylacauga.
The Meadows Assisted Living of Alexander City is a 16-bed facility that offers 3 home-cooked meals daily, including snacks. Other services include local transportation to appointments and outings, assistance with personal care, and 24-hour staff availability. Rates are much lower than traditional long-term care, and rent is month to month. The Meadows Assisted Living offers something, too, that you just can't put a price on: peace of mind. Call today, 256-234-0800.
In the first half on the offense, a little bit to be expected first game?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it looks like we come out and tested BC Rain on the option. I mean, we're coming out in the Wolf package, and I tell you, BC Rain's has held their own pretty good. I give them full credit. They've backed us up a few times. We had a couple of big plays, but for the most part, just like Randy said a while ago, I mean, they've kind of kept us in check for most part of the first half.
You know, it's, again, always defense ahead of offense. You remember last year in the first half, Coach Horn talked about it in the pregame show. You're going to start off a little sluggish, and we did last year and really got it going the second half and pulled away. But this is a different BC Rain team, a totally different look. This is a team I could easily see that went 3 rounds deep.
I'm not surprised at all, and you'll see them send 3 back deep right here.
Yeah.
Special teams so important. Here in the opening part of the season, especially snaps and kicking the football and not making mistakes when there's 17 seconds left. And Cole has been very good so far. Hal Coker also doing a great job snapping the ball perfect right there again.
And there is a booming punt. Cole Grogan all the way back to the 15. He dropped it inside the 10, all the way back to the 5. It's in the end zone. He's got to pick that up.
That's a safety if they'll get him down.
That's a safety. He's got to pick that up and run it in, and it is a safety. Great job that time on special teams, and that was all Cole Grogan there on the punt, Randy. He just, again, boomed another rocket. The deep guy for BC Rain mishandled it, and he forgot what to do with the ball. The ball went into the end zone. He thought it was going to go for a touchback. That ball was touched live in the field of play. He's got to return that out.
And he gets back 3 yards deep. It looks like he finally made that decision that he was going to try to get it out, and Ben Hendricks and the rest of the Wildcat team able to get back there and get on top of it. But the story's Cole. Cole Grogan has boomed.
How big was that? How long was that punt?
He's boomed he's boomed 3 of them, 40-plus yards. All 3 have been hit perfectly, though, as well, Brett, as they bomb off his foot. And
was that a 60-yard punt? That was a 60-yard punt. As the line of scrimmage was the 40, and BC Rain's going to huddle up over there in the wild. They're going to call the teams back out, but the clock expired, and if that goes down, it's 16-6. They're going to talk about whether his forward momentum came out of the.
How do you make that? I mean, but if you call it a safety, if the official on top of the ball calls a safety, you're not going back to replay. I mean, if he's in the end zone, he's in the end zone.
You don't want to check the booth up here?
No. Am I wrong? They've got to be discussing something else.
Well,
Brett.
the call on the field was a safety. So, as Randy just said, there is no replay in high school football. So, you got to stick with the call that was made. But that's a 2-point gift there for the Wildcats. It extended this thing to a 10-point game. And a costly mistake there for BC Rain right here at the end of the first half. I don't see it being anything other than the Wildcats being able to keep those 2 points on the board. 16-6 now is the score, but neither team into the locker room. I mean, either he got out or not, and the time has expired. Let's go down to Scott Hardy. You're actually out in the middle of the end zone with the team. What did you see?
I think it was a safety for sure. I don't think there's any doubt about it. I do believe they are trying to discuss whether or not his momentum brought him out, but as Randy alluded to, there is no high school replay in football, or no replay in high school football.
I mean, my thoughts are, can they group up and change this call? I mean, the ball was live in the end zone. If the Wildcats recovered it, it would have been a touchdown.
Absolutely, and that's what we were sitting here. I looked over at Coach Coleman, and he's pointing to the same thing, and I'm thinking is just get down there in coverage and get on top of it. And I believe Ben Hendricks is the one that gets down and makes the stop for the Wildcats in the end zone. He had a great first half of special teams, and let's see if they'll keep these 2 points. And Tellus doesn't look overly excited about it, so I think they're going to keep them.
What are you hearing, Scott? Have you been able to tell anything down there?
I'm not real positive what's going on.
They're still talking about it.
Yeah, I haven't been able to gather it, but again, this is one of those things where it looks like a call is coming right now.
Safety. Well, boy, that was a lot of debate for what we thought it was going to be, but they got it right, and they'll go to the locker rooms, and that's going to do it here for the first half of play. We come back, it will be the Curley Motor Company halftime show. Wildcats lead at 16-6. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Darwin Dobbs Company is proud to announce that we are now returning to the complete automotive service business. Chris Dobbs is our service director, and he represents the 5th generation in our family business. For all your automotive service needs, call Chris at 256-234-3435. Darwin Dobbs Company, the home of fine automobiles and service since 1935. 814 Cherokee Road, USA.
The countdown is over and boating season is here, so now is the time to really know what the locals know. Alex City Marine and Alex City Marine South are ready for prime time with an all-time high selection of 2015 Landau pontoons. Landau pontoons offer the industry's most stylish and comfortable rear split loungers and unsurpassed tri-tune performance. Alex City Marine and Alex City Marine South, the pros the locals know, and Alabama's #1 Landau pontoon dealer.
Goree's Furniture Express.
I'm Jimmy Goree with Goree's Furniture. Do you believe in buying American-made furniture? If so, come shop with us. We are proudly promoting as much American-made furniture as we can. The American flag flies high throughout our store. All the furniture here is American-made. Made American, by Americans, for Americans. Only at Goree's Furniture.
Your express way to savings.
Are you searching for the perfect piece of jewelry? Cotney Jewelers has something for you no matter what the occasion may be. Go see Jim Cotney with your idea for the perfect engagement ring and let him design it for you. Take a look at the Akoya pearls, the finest Japanese pearls on the market, and the Morris and David diamonds by the inch. Gifts any woman would love. Cotney Jewelers has many years of experience in making Alexander City and the Lake Martin area happy with product and repairs. Cotney Jewelers, your custom jeweler since 1979 in downtown Alexander City.
Your #1 football fans, Auto Owners Insurance and the Phillips Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call me, John Phillips, at the Phillips Agency in Alexander City at 256-329-8406.
Looking for the area's best one-stop shop? Foshi's Watts is where to go. Foshi's Watts has non-ethanol gas for you boaters and you lawn care guys. Although cutting the grass is less fun than going to the lake, you can also get live bait and tackle, cold beverages, and they have fresh biscuits starting at 5 a.m. and the best candy prices in town. You can even fill your propane tank and get a bag of everybody's favorite pellet ice for only $1.50. Get it all at Foshi's Watts on Dadeville Road in Alex City, the area's best one-stop shop.
It's the Car Stereo Shop in Auburn, your one-stop shop for iPod integration, Bluetooth adaptation, car audio, car video, alarms, remote engine starters, backup cameras, radar detectors, and much more. New products are arriving daily, and pricing has never been better at the Car Audio and Video Superstore, the Car Stereo Shop, Opelika Road across from Sherwin-Williams in Auburn.
Hey, this is Steve from the Car Stereo Shop in Auburn. For your best products at the best prices with the best warranty installed by the best technicians, visit us at 1914 Opelika Road or visit us on the web.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome the pride of Alexander City Wildcats Marching Band, presenting their 2015 halftime program, Who You Truly Are. Drum majors Spencer Albert and Cameron Bice, the pride of Alexander City, may present their show. Dale Butler. The assistant director is Robbie Childers. The major
For authentic Mexican food, there's only one choice, and that's Carlos Mexican Grill, offering a wide variety of Mexican cuisine that's sure to satisfy. Try the Cazarola Grill, Burrito California, or the delicious Quesadilla Fajitas. Carlos also offers a fresh Mexican lunch buffet every day from 11 to 2. Celebrating a birthday, Carlos has a ton of space with great food to celebrate. Carlos Mexican Grill provides you with the true taste of Mexico in every dish. Stop by at 136 Wheeler Street in Alexander City and make a run for the border.
Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street in Alexander City has been providing smiles for decades with beautiful floral arrangements for any occasion. Susie Kelly and her friendly staff want to help you celebrate the holiday season with a smile through the beautiful holiday arrangements, poinsettias, wreaths, ornaments, and much more available now. Grace's even has a great gift selection available. Brighten your holiday spirits with something special from Grace's Flowers. Call Susie and her staff at Grace's Flowers today at 256-234-4238.
Jackson Drugs on Cherokee Road in Alexander City has gifts for every occasion you may have coming up. Like ladies' clothes, pajamas, swimsuit bags, towels, sunglasses, koozies for monogramming, monogrammed slippers and wallets, and jewelry for every outing, swimsuit covers, and tanks by Blackbeard. When it's time to go gift shopping, think of Jackson's Drugs on Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
How expensive can kids really be? All they need is love, and love is free, right? They're tiny. How much stuff can they really use? I'm still gonna get a new car every year and take the best vacations. Maui, here we come.
Life can surprise you. So can an Allstate agent. Only they can get you 2 safe driving bonus checks a year because every little bit helps. The good hands are doing more than ever before.
Call your Alexander City Allstate agent, Alice Palmer, to learn more today at 256-215-3833.
We are Steel, German-engineered chainsaws and landscape products.
The majority of which are made here in America by Americans.
And exported to over 90 countries around the world.
Find out why Steel is #1 in America at steelusa.com.
Find your Steel outdoor products and more at the new Satterfield Outdoor Living on Highway 280 in Alex City.
For 115 years, Alliant Bank has built a strong foundation of outstanding customer service. Now, U.S. AmeriBank is building on that foundation with Craft Banking. U.S. AmeriBank's mission is to create handcrafted solutions that perfectly suit your needs and goals. With these financial strengths and convenient banking tools of U.S. AmeriBank, your hometown bank is now even stronger. Alliant is now U.S. AmeriBank, and we're built on values and forging into the future. Visit usameribank.com or any branch for Craft Banking solutions.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Big pest problem? Get Top Gun Pest Control. When our Top Gun Pest Control truck arrives at your home, you know one of our friendly and knowledgeable pest control specialists will take extra care to identify, eliminate, and prevent your specific pest problem using the latest technology in the industry. Our professional customer service is our best policy, and we pride ourselves on safe use of products and respect for your belongings. Call Top Gun Pest Control today for complete pest control service, fully customized to meet your needs.
No pest is too big or too small for Lex Wedgeworth Pest Control. Protect your home or business today from insects, termites, mosquitoes, and more. Lex uses only the latest state-of-the-art technology and equipment to solve your pest problem, including the environmentally friendly Centricon termite baiting system. Lex has been servicing the Lake Martin area for over 35 years, and he has a full staff on hand. Call Lex today, even if it's just a question. 256-234-6162. Lex Wedgeworth Pest Control. Smart solutions to your pest problems.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Curley Motor Company halftime show. Wildcats lead at 16-6 over BC Rain, and I'm joined now here in the press box by the superintendent of the Alex City School Systems, Dr. Darrell Cooper. Dr. Cooper, thank you so much for coming up here. I will say you didn't bring your fan with you when you
No, I did not, and I need one bad, Brett. Thank you. It's great to be here with you.
Well, we're glad that you're here, and Dr. Cooper was in a meeting with you a couple days ago, the Alex City Education Foundation, and man, I tell you, we got, you guys are doing such a great job of integrating the highest technology in the school system. There's a lot of people that contribute to the success of our students, and We've got great teachers, great faculty, great staff, and it's just a great time to be in Alex City.
Well, I would agree with you. In going back to the technology and the foundation, we appreciate everything the community does to support our school system, especially through the foundation that gives so much to us to help our technology needs in the system. And we got a lot of great things that we've already done. The foundation's been a part of that from the very beginning, and we have some great things coming this coming year through the help of the foundation and other means. So we're excited about increasing our iPads into other grades. It looks like that we're going to go K through 8 hopefully sometime this year. And we're also doing some major upgrades to our network where we'll have one of the best networks in order to run the iPads in the state of Alabama.
And a lot of people out there need to understand how important it is and how many dollars it actually takes to keep your school system, all of the students, K through 12 now, with the way technology is, up to speed. And, and as quick as technology changes, Dr. Cooper, the second you get everything updated, it's time to do it all over again. So I was very interested to hear your plan, not only for the next year or two, but for the extended future and what we're going to do for the next 5, 10, 15 years as far as implementing a plan to keep our kids with the latest technology at their fingertips.
Yeah, that's very important. We again, through the help of the foundation and the school system over the past few years, they put a lot of great tools in our system, and we got a few more to put in. But once we get to a certain point, we have to start thinking about how are we going to sustain that over a long period of time. So through some planning, hopefully the foundation, along with the school system, can create a plan where we can sustain what we have, because like you said, technology, it's changing every day, and those devices that we do have, of course, will wear out over time. So our big plan for the coming year is to put a good strategy in place in order to make sure that we can sustain what we have currently, or what we're going to put in place over the next year through the next several years to come, and make sure our kids have some of the best technology in the state of Alabama.
We got Dr. Darrell Cooper here, the superintendent of Alex City Schools, here with us on the Curley Motor Company halftime show. Dr. Cooper, as you mentioned that, and the dollars, it takes a village to raise a child. I know that's a cliche statement, and it's an old statement that goes back many years, but it's the truth. And we're kind of responsible for everybody's child in our city, and we want all of our children to succeed. And the only way we can do that is to give back. And there's a lot of different organizations in this community that solicit funds, but I was very impressed the other day in our Education Foundation meeting, the marketing plan that was unveiled of how people in this community could invest, not a donation, but really invest in the system almost like a stockholder, and they can see the dividends come back on that with what we're able to provide for our kids.
I think it's definitely an investment. When you look at investing in a school system, you're creating something that not only pays off for the individual child, but it pays off for the community as well, because as business and the industry look to relocate in any area, one of the first things they're going to look at is the school system to see how it's functioning and see how it's supported. And so when you get good support from a community, from individuals in the community, along with the business community and also through foundations such as our Education Foundation, it means a lot, because, again, it enhances the school system. We talked about technology a lot tonight, but, I mean, you look at our Comprehensive Fine Arts program that we were able to install this past year, and it's going to grow and grow and get better and better. And we all have a long tradition of a great athletic program to couple with, our academic program, which we think is really good. So, again, when you look to a community, the first thing you look at to decide whether you want to live in that community is the education system, especially younger people with kids. They're not going to move to a community in which the school system is not thriving.
No doubt about it. Well, Dr. Cooper, before I let you go, the football team would be remiss not to mention the athletic program, and 16-6, former alumni, not former alumni, but an alumni of Benjamin Russell High School, the head coach, on the other sideline, and this is the second year he's brought his team up here, and I just tip my hat to Tellis. And great young man. I've known Tellis for a long time, and he's really got them bought in down there in Mobile with this team. This team went to the third round of the playoffs, beat a really good Charles Henderson team last year, 38-0. They came up here with one thing in mind, and that's to get a win.
Yeah, and they really look good. I've never met the coach. I understand he's from Alexander City, and I'm very impressed. You can tell they're very well coached. They're disciplined. They have some great athletes. The quarterback really looks good. And then there's a DB over there, number 9, on the defensive side.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
pretty much a stud over there. But, again, they have great athletes, but they're well coached. So hats off to the coaching staff.
Well, Dr. Cooper, it's a pleasure to have you up here. We'll have you up here again before the season's over. Go try to draw off a little bit. I'm going to try to do that, too.
I need a shower between them.
I definitely do, too. Very human, and those kids on the field, you can imagine how much it's taken out of them. But, Dr. Cooper, thank you so much for your vision and everything you've done.
Sir. Thank you
so much. That's Dr. Darrell Cooper here with the Alexander City School System, the superintendent there, and what a great job he's done since arriving here.
Worthy Insurance Agency of Alexander City, Alabama. Skipper Worthy, owner of Worthy Insurance, has the Cancer Answer Insurance Plan. This cancer plan helps you pay for radiation and chemo treatments, surgery, doctor visits, medicines, at-home nursing, and many other benefits, skin cancer treatments. This plan is guaranteed renewable for life. Call Skipper Worthy today for more information at 256-329-2190. Celebrating 34 years of service. Worthy Insurance.
In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a four-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
Just for the look you give, just for the style of it. Where did you get that smile that fits you so perfectly? A big time smile and a small town price. Get a George Hardy smile, you'll be smiling twice. George Hardy Dentistry, a big time smile at a small town price.
It's a good show, man.
Man, that was awesome.
Loud crowd. House salad time.
Oh, bring it on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're going to have to do the encore tonight, buddy.
No, they want to see your face.
They're chanting your name.
Not it, man. They're saying Brett.
Well, I'm taking this with me.
No. I'll hold it for you.
Seriously, don't touch my salad.
Time for my encore now, son.
The House Salad. Grilled chicken atop mixed greens, cucumbers, Roma tomatoes, cheddar and jack cheeses, and fried onions. Served with Texas toast. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
Tapley's Appliance, home-owned and operated by Tom and Louise Tapley, is located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Stop in and check out the Holland Gas Grill. It bakes, it grills, it steams, it smokes. It's great for cooking out no matter what the occasion, from tailgating to backyard grilling. The only grill guaranteed not to flame up. Also available, the DCS Gas Grill, and they have charcoal grills in stock as well. That's Tapley's Appliance, where they service what they sell.
Big pest problem? Get Top Gun Pest Control. When our Top Gun Pest Control truck arrives at your home, you know one of our friendly and knowledgeable pest control specialists will take extra care to identify, eliminate, and prevent your specific pest problem using the latest technology in the industry. Our professional customer service is our best policy, and we pride ourselves on safe use of products and respect for your belongings. Call Top Gun Pest Control today for complete pest control service, fully customized to meet your needs.
Inferior parts and bad advice could add a little bump to your travels.
He was supposed to fix the car, and now we're stranded out here.
Superior parts and expert advice on how to install them properly can make the difference between this and this.
It smells like cabbage back here.
This August, get BP Blaster Penetrating Catalyst for just 99 cents after mail-in rebate, and clean like the pros with 3M Glass Cleaner for $2.49. Conquer the job with Napa Know-How.
in Alexander City. I want to go over to Coach Coleman now and kick it to him and bring him into the mix and let him talk a little bit about the stats here in the first half as we get ready for the second half kickoff coming your way by Karen Chanel. Wildcats lead at 14-6. Will receive this second half kickoff as they won the toss, deferred to the second half. And this will be this is straight up in there. It's an onside kick, basically, and it went out of bounds. I mean, the guy on the far sideline, Randy, blew it.
It was a great call.
He kicked it right to him, and he blew it. It went right through his hands and went out of bounds. So a missed opportunity there for BC Rain. I'm going to go over to Coach Coleman now. Coach Coleman, really outside of one big play, not much to talk about for the Wildcats.
No, I hate to say it, but we had about 68 total yards, and Tyree had about a
86-yard
touchdown run. So I mean, we had a lot of negative yards. Had a few series where we started off getting a negative yard right off first down mark, and as an offensive coordinator, that puts yourself in a tough position. But we need to come out here and we need to have a good first drive coming out of the halftime and really set the tone here.
First and 10, Wildcats at their own 48. Play action, Tyree just going to tuck it and run. Midfield, breaks a tackle, far sideline, run out of bounds at the 45. I got to go back to that kickoff. That was a straight moon ball. I mean, it was dead up in the air. He couldn't have kicked it any better. And we're fortunate to get that football back. But Tyree there, really, Randy, a busted play, just kind of navigated his way through traffic and picked up about 6 or 7 yards.
That is where he's outstanding, is broken plays, getting on the backside, Brett. And once he hits the backside, that's where he takes it to the house.
Absolutely.
It was a counter play. It was actually a set-up counter play on the 86-yard touchdown run there in the first half, second play from scrimmage. So it wasn't a broken play. It was a perfect play call by the staff. But outstanding field position here for the Wildcats to start the second half off. They get unsportsmanlike conduct penalty going against both teams there, I believe.
I missed
that. They point back towards us, and actually I think they're going to spot it off towards.
They'll probably go forward, and then, I don't know, will they go forward and come back? They
may have been a missed point or a misdirection by the official on the sideline. Looks like it was.
It's unsportsmanlike on BC Rain and not the Wildcat. I missed the whole thing, Randy. I'll be honest with you.
Had to be on the sideline, Brett.
Yeah,
so, again, unreal field position. Wildcats down inside the 30 at the 29-yard line, up 16-6 as we start the second half of play.
You really can't ask for a better start to the second half. I'd like to close this off in the Colby Maxwell. Well, just his third or fourth carry of the game, Coach Coleman, I don't know if you know how many carries he's got tonight, but Nakobe really hasn't been very active in the offense, has he?
No, yeah, and he's got about 3 carries right now for about 4 total yards. So
yeah, Nakobe, Randy, a guy that Coach Horn really depending on coming in. Tyree option going to pull it 25, 20, cuts the corner, 15, slides down to the 5-yard line. An outstanding run by Tyree Gray, picks up a Wildcat first down. Compliments of UAB Cardiology Associates, Dr. Kevin Sublett, for all affairs of the heart. Haven't been able to say that very much tonight, but we'll have a first and go.
Yeah, and I can say it now because I'm hoping the kids will watch back, but we're lucky there out here at receiver. It could have easily been called a holding penalty about the 15-yard line. We'll get away with it, get the ball down inside the 10 to the 5.
Got motion, going to hand off Henderson. Henderson finds the seam, gets down to the 1-yard line. So a good run that time by Orlando, who missed the latter half of the season due to an injury. And so we lost A.J. Russell and lost Sean Rape and lost Orlando Henderson, Randy, last year. So it's good to see those kids back on the field and healthy. Third down and goal, coming up second and goal, rather, at the Rain 1-yard line. 10:40 to go here in the third quarter. Wildcats on their first offensive possession. 1 yard from pay dirt here. Up 16-6. Counter play left side. Going to turn the corner, and he is in. Touchdown, Wildcats. DeVee Heron over the left side. And the Wildcats extend that lead to 22-6.
I'm telling you, offensive line, man-powered. They're the opposition on the opposite side. I watched Carter Jones several times there, and Brett, he was taking his poor guy 8-10 yards. And then Daniel Bland, who I saw have some really good blocks there in the first half, but they closed in so many times. But Daniel looks like he gets a great block right there, spurs him out, gets a touchdown there. 22-6 Wildcats lead.
You don't think Tal Morrison had a conversation with the offensive line at halftime, do you?
Well, it's definitely a position that we have come so accustomed to playing not kind of good, but very well. And Tal's got a lot to do with that. I think Tal does it as coaches up offensive line as well as anybody here in the state of Alabama. And for them to come out in the second half and really manhandle the opposition in front of them, that tells you what we've got there.
Well, again, you just said a mouthful with Tal Morrison as the offensive line coach. And, I'm sure he just said, look, it all starts with you guys up front offensively. We can't get off the block. We can't do anything. So, really have picked it up. That was a great job there. We'll go over, have the drive summary there, Wes, on that drive to start the second half.
Yeah, we started on the 45-yard line. We had a 5-play drive, all running, all rushing yards for 45 yards there for the touchdown. So 5 plays, 45 yards.
Scott Hardy on the sideline. Scott a lot better that time offensively with the push and taking advantage of great field position.
As you said, this couldn't have been a better start to the second half for the Wildcats to get an easy score, 5 plays and a touchdown. And the biggest thing there, and kind of jumping on what Randy was saying, was the offensive line play there. You could tell that the intensity level has been picked up, and talking to some of the players coming out of the half, they said that was the theme of the halftime speech was, making sure that you play 4 quarters and picking up the intensity level. And that's what just happened there.
Let's run down some quick scores around the state of Alabama. Valley leads Lynette 28-6. Coleman up 21-7 over Arab. Spanish Fort 21. I'm going to have to give up on who they're playing there, but it's 21-17. Madison Academy up 13-0 over Leeds. Wow. Chilton County 13. Sylacauga 12. Opelika 13. Hillcrest Tuscaloosa 13. Wow. That's a shocker there. So 13 all. A couple of more quick scores. Dable leads Russell County 24-14. That's the only one. Actually, I got Gaston City up 23-14 over Auburn. Auburn has had.
Man, they've had a rough go.
I'm surprised, aren't you?
Yeah, I really am. Is that Karen Chanel State Farm Insurance kickoff from Sean Rape, like a broken record, goes into the end zone about 7 yards deep, and BC Rain will start 1st and 10 from their own 20. Your Karen Chanel State Farm Insurance kickoff there. Your SNS Discount Tire score is Benjamin Russell 23, BC Rain 6, and Randy take that first drive, go 52 yards and hit pay dirt. And once again, Tyree Gray had the big play on that drive, getting it down inside the 5-yard line to set up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. You got a lot of seniors that have seen so much playing time. When you talk about Sean Rape, this is 4 years we've watched him kick. And, Brett, I would guess now he's a good 7 to 8 yards deeper on average into the end zone as he's 3 for 4 kicking the ball into the end zone here to start off the season.
Pitch over here, option play. Found a seam, 20-25, broke a tackle, spins up across the 30 up to the 31.
Whitehat didn't make a decision. I guess he will now and decide to keep the ball with BC Rain as the ball was. But a good job by Bruno.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Bruno, left defensive end. He does hold contain, gets back there, gets pressure, gets his big paw in there and knocks this ball away. And we'll have T. Coley coming into the ball game, giving Ben Hendricks a break.
Yeah, Ben coming off with a little bit of a limp there.
I think it's cramps.
Yeah, it's probably a cramp situation, and going to sit down. That's exactly what it is. Going to option over here to the left. Now going to pull up and throw the football, and great coverage by Rodney Carroll as he baited him and knew the play and stepped up in there and knocked it away. It brings up 4th down for BC Rain. So a good defensive stand that time by the Wildcats, and will force the Raiders to punt the football with 8:50 to go here in the third quarter.
Well, I can tell you back there in the secondary, after you've been hit on 3rd and 8 and 3rd and 9 and 3rd and 10 with the exact same play every time, which is short side of the field, roll the pocket, run a comeback pattern, you're just sitting there waiting on it. Rodney Carroll, if this ball's thrown correctly, it's picked off easily. So Rodney, great job stepping across, getting his hand across and knocking that ball down, and looks to have great field position for the Wildcats here.
Here comes a big rush up the middle, almost blocked. Gets it off, hits it to 45, and takes a Raider roll inside the 35, dead at the 34-yard line, and that's where the Wildcats will start 1st and 10. Their second offensive possession here in the second half. Wildcats lead at 23-6. That's your SNS Discount Tire score. And we want to remind everybody, stay right here on 97.5 Kalijah Country. The Wildcat play of the game will be brought your way by JD's Tire and Lube and the Dark Insurance player of the game, all during the Williams Plumbing, Heat, and Air postgame show. So we are proud to have all of these sponsors here on the Wildcat Football Network.
Got Chase Burton into the ball game at the running back position. That's what I was going to mention. You see Maxwell lining up as one of those Wolf guys, one in the T as the wing.
He takes it. No, they're going to play action. And Tyree with a great pass over here and outstretched here. Latravius Kelly, Buck Kelly stretched out for it, and that Tyree just threw it a little bit too far into the boundary. It's incomplete.
I want to go down to Scott, though, and what I was going to bring up there is I'd love to see the running backs get some running room. Tyree's made plays with his athleticism, but we haven't done a lot running the football so far.
Yeah, and the thing I think you're going to see in the second half is more power running attack. A lot of the guys are starting to get a little tired, so I think they're going to try to wear BC Rain down because of the depth we have. So look for Chase to get a little more carries in the second half.
They're going to hand off and play action and option keep. Tyree out here. Made 3 guys miss. 40, 45. Still on his feet. Midfield. Refusing to go down. Tyree Gray with an unbelievable run. And I can't tell you how many times I've said that. And there's a penalty coming in late. A late hit for BC Rain.
He's gonna be lucky if he stays in the ball game.
He's going to be close because he turns around and says something to
I tell you why he's upset. And Colby blisters him. I mean, he's blocking him and just keeps blocking him, and Tyree's breaking away, and he's blocking him a little bit more. And finally, after you've been blocked that much, you get upset, and I guess you punch somebody. And that's what we see here, and it'll be 15 yards it'll go against him. But I'm proud of Colby for staying after the block down the field.
Yeah, hey, that's what you're taught to do. And go back to Tyree Gray, man. You cannot put a price on how valuable he is for this offense. I'm just telling you, it's amazing to me how big of an asset he is at the quarterback position and how in control he is. I mean, all of that was Tyree Gray on a pull option play. Just complete and total individual effort.
He changes the game, Brett. He's
out. He did get ejected.
When you watch Spanish Fort game last year is where it really shows up because we couldn't stop them too much.
No.
They score 33 points, but we put up 24, and a majority of that ball game we're in it. And we're in it because Tyree's breaking plays. And he reminds me so much with his playmaking ability. And I'm going to mention Timmy Lawson, his dad, that played great football here, an all-state performer, multi-year, could do just about everything. And Tyree reminds me of that. It's broken field runs. You look up, and he's gone 40 yards, and you're looking at each other going, what did he just do? I don't know how he just made that happen, and we're lucky to have him.
We are very lucky. Chance Kimbrough ejected from the ball game, and Dr. Cooper just talked about it at halftime. He said, that number 9 on the defense side is a pretty good player. Well, they got to go the rest of the way without him now. And the Wildcats have it 1st and 10 at the Rain 31. Handoff, a trap play up the middle across the 30, down to the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And Chase Burton there with a carry, the senior tailback, had over 1,000 yards last year, Randy, running the football.
Little combo block right there, Daniel Bland and Carter Jones, and that poor guy's on skis going backwards. And
Carter Jones weighs 290 pounds.
Yeah, and you look at Daniel, who's at 275 and has been there, and 2-time state champion wrestler, just moves extremely well.
Snap going to hand off again to Chase Burton. And Tyree probably wish he would have kept that one because he had clean selling. He and Colby Maxwell out there had one guy on both of them. Somebody was going to have to make a commitment.
I'm going to keep going. And Daniel Bland, every time you look up, he's got a guy way back in the secondary he's blocking. I don't know if it's the right guy, but I'm going to say it is. And, Brett, he is 6'1", 275, and he is the epitome of a great high school lineman. You know what? He moves well, and he's got a high motor, and it's just great to see him back.
Yeah, play action here. Had 2 receivers running toward the same area, and that was Buck Kelly. That he was looking for down the middle of the field, and pass is incomplete. Brings up 4th down. It's 4th and 5, and the ball is at the BC Rain 27-yard line, and this will be a field goal opportunity for Sean Raitt, his first one of the season. I think we're missing somebody on special teams, and we're probably going to have to burn a timeout right here. And Coach Horn is not happy whatsoever. Not happy at all with that, as we will have to spend a timeout and to prevent delay a game. So we'll take a quick timeout, a 30-second timeout here. Your SNS Discount Tire score. Wildcats lead at 23-6. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Look what I found on the copier.
Wow.
4-bedroom swimming pool?
It's Gunderson. He got that promotion, and now he's buying a house.
He's probably calling Riverbank right now for his mortgage loan.
Hey guys, what you got there?
It's somebody left it on the copier.
It's got a swimming pool.
Huh. I wonder whose that could be.
Don't get a mortgage without calling Riverbank. Our service runs deep.
Lake Area Realty is Lake Martin's Century 21 real estate company that proudly serves all the Lake Martin area. Rhonda Gaskin and her staff of caring professional realtors offers full sales for buyers and sellers in the area and can even help you with finding rentals or managing your current property. Whether it's your dream lake home, waterfront property, area family home in town, or just a starter home, Lake Area Realty can handle it all and advise you on all your needs. Buying and selling real estate is important to the professionals at Century 21. Lake Area Realty are your friends in real estate. Call or visit lakearearealty.net.
Hello, I'm Russell Building Supply.
And I'm the big box store.
Hey, Box, we just helped a man who wanted to build a new deck.
Oh, yeah? How'd you do that?
Well, he came in, made an appointment with one of our project engineers, which is free, by the way, walked him through the materials list and helped him with each step. Now he has a beautiful new deck, all at our low price guarantee.
Well, I just helped a guy that wanted to build a brand new deck.
Really? How?
I sent him over to aisle number 24, you know, the lumber aisle.
9 locations serving Lake Martin and Central Alabama.
It's easy to buy insurance and forget about it, but the more you learn about your coverage, the more gaps you might find. Like how you thought you were covered for all this, when you're really only covered for this.
Hot dog?
Or how you may think you're covered for this, but not for this.
Oh, no, whoa.
For this, or that. Talk to farmers and see what gaps could be hiding in your coverage.
This is Scotty Gordon, 256-409-2299.
Big pest problem? Get Top Gun Pest Control. When our Top Gun Pest Control truck arrives at your home, you know one of our friendly and knowledgeable pest control specialists will take extra care to identify, eliminate, and prevent your specific pest problem using the latest technology in the industry. Our professional customer service is our best policy, and we pride ourselves on safe use of products and respect for your belongings. Call Top Gun Pest Control today for complete pest control service, fully customized to meet your needs.
Over the years, S&S Tire has grown into the Lake Martin area's largest volume tire dealer. S&S Tire offers the industry's best brand names: Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, Firestone, and much, much more. The tire pros at S&S offer professional installation and the region's best price. In addition to your tire needs, S&S offers full automotive mechanical work for all your vehicle maintenance and repair needs with the area's most experienced staff. Visit either of our 2 locations on Cherokee Road in Ellick City or at South Street in Dadeville. At S&S Tire, we're installing peace of mind for every customer we serve. Every job, every day.
Adams Health and Rehab in Alexander City helps you get back to life faster. When you need the best rehabilitative care following surgery, a stroke, or heart attack, Adams Health and Rehab offers a comfortable, home-like atmosphere, private suites with phone and flat screen, even a secure Alzheimer's dementia unit, and highly skilled 24-hour nursing care. Adams Health and Rehab is here for you by helping you get back to life. Adams Health and Rehab, 256-329-0847.
Back here, Sean Rape on to attempt a 44-yard field goal from this near side hash, moving right to left, and the left-footed kicker. 44-yard field goal. There's the snap, the place. The kick is on the way, and he pushed it left, no good. So Sean Rape's first field goal attempt of the 2015 season is no good from 44 yards, and 7:02 to go here in the third quarter. Wildcats still lead at 23-6.
So far, been a lot better here in the second half of play. I feel like offensively, got a little momentum, moved the ball, put 1 touchdown in. I'll quickly run down a few more scores around the state of Alabama. Madison Academy leads 13-7. That one's in the third. Tallahassee up 7-0 over Notasulga.
7-3 now.
7-3. I got you. Spanish Fort 28. I guess that's.
Let me see it. Spanish Fort over. It's Deborahville, Mississippi.
Okay.
Is where they're playing. So they're up 28-17.
28-17.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brett.
Deborahville, Mississippi. You know about that play?
No, and have no clue, and definitely don't know how it's spelled.
Handoff right side. Nothing doing this time for the Raiders, and they've had some success, and that's big Jeffrey Bruno in there. And the Wildcats have a man down on his back.
It's Ben Hendricks, and Ben's fine. He's just got a cramp. You saw him going down. He's been struggling with one in his hamstring the entire second half, and he's staying down. And it was one of those shaky cramps there, Brett. And if you've ever had one, I've mentioned some players somehow can get rid of those things and come back and play the remainder of the game, never get another one. And Ben, don't feel bad, buddy. If I ever got one, it was over. Just go sit down on the bench and hang out, because next move I make, it's going to come back up again.
It's amazing, this chemical makeup
of
your body. And 23-6, and early in the game, BC Rain moved the ball, had some good offensive possessions, able to get the ball in the end zone, make it a 7-6 ball game. They missed the extra point, but Wildcats have been able to come back, answered with a touchdown of their own in the first half, and ended up with a touchdown on the first drive of the second half. So Wildcats back in business here, or actually BC Rain inside their own 20 at the 18, and he'll be assisted off, and it is that straight-legged cramp trying to get off to the sideline. So he has played pretty much the entire ball game. Shotgun formation on 2nd down and 12. Moving left to right, 2 receivers to either side. There's a snap, going to dump it out. Hits his running back in the face mask and never saw the ball. And Scott Hardy, you're right there at the play. That time, the running back did not know the ball was coming. If he would actually turned around, would have had some room to go.
I think he heard footsteps there, Brett. I'm not sure who the linebacker was on that play, but he came across and it looked like his head saw the linebacker coming a little bit. Had a lot of opportunity for some space there, but as you said, he didn't have his head on the ball.
3rd down and 12. The defense would love to come back with a stop here. Trey Edwards now back in there at middle linebacker. Going to show blitz. Here he comes right up the middle, and they're going to pick it up, dump it out in the flat, 15, up to the 20, and going to be put down there. So Trey Edwards now standing up a little bit more, Randy, in the middle. They're going to be well shy of the first down. They'll need 9 yards. It brings up 4th down.
And he can absolutely run. Trey is a thoroughbred out there running around, long legs, makes up a lot of ground. And we're struggling with cramps. We're seeing it a lot more here in the second half, and it's unbelievably humid out there. And Jacoby Lawson is the one that I see kind of grabbing at his leg. He's a junior linebacker, 5'8", 190 pounds, and he's seen a lot of action. As you see A.J. Russell also coming out, grabbing on that left. Jeffrey Bruno down here, you see him running around, grabbing with that right hamstring. So that's 4 or 5 of them, Brett.
Everybody got the gimps down there trying to get some fluids, and Deb working overtime as the trainer down there. Delay a game against BC Rain. And, Randy, here comes the frustration, and things start to creep in here about midway through the 3rd quarter. As you see, the Wildcats extend that lead to start the second half, and now look to get good field position again. Going to punt, high snap. Going to get it off. It's a decent punt. It's a wobbly punt. And there is a cheap shot and definitely a personal foul there for 15 yards, and Rodney Carroll gets up and throws up the guns. He flexes. He pops up and flexes after he took one right in the chops intentionally, and that was done completely on purpose. He came down and popped him right in the face mask, and Rodney gets up and flexes right in front of him.
Boy, we are cramping. DJ is down out there holding that left leg. I like Rodney. He jumps up. He's got a smile on his face. I'm sure you can't tell that.
That hurt,
but,
though, I promise you.
He didn't go and try to combat the player that does it to him. Same with Nakobe. Nakobe gets punched really in the side of the helmet. I'm not sure why anybody would do that, but they do. He punches him in the side of the helmet over here. Nakobe runs back to the huddle. And, I mean, that's coaching. That's a great job of coaching. That's a great job of having good kids. And I think – you think back, how many – now, we'll block you up to then now.
Oh, there's no doubt.
And we've had a couple of them. I'm going to throw Caleb Brooks out there. Block you a little bit after if he can get away with it. And that's not a problem. The problem is when you're out there fighting around, you get 15-yard penalties. Yeah. But think back, Brett, over Danny Horn's tenure, you just have not seen much of that at all.
You haven't. It's all about that discipline, and that's what he has instilled in his players and expects from them to play with class and dignity. And we'll see what happens here. Rodney Carroll is going to go back out there on the field, but this ball will be placed inside the BC Rain 35-yard line. Will go down to the 31, about the 30, right at the 30-yard line.
You want some scores?
Let's throw it out.
Let me throw you one I want you to watch.
Is D'Iberville in there again?
D'Iberville, if they are, I'm not going to say it
Okay.
again. All right, here's a team I want everybody to watch. Thompson High School. Thompson High School leads Wetumpka 20-7. Thompson went 0-10 last year. They're going to win here tonight. But they get your favorite, one of your favorite coaches here in the state from Spanish Fork, heads up to Thompson. We've seen what they've done with wrestling. We know that community's growing like wildfire. They're one of the top 10 ranked, I think, enrollment schools in the state of Alabama at Thompson High School. You're not going to be shocked to see them turn that into a winner, are you, Brett?
I am not going to be shocked with Mark Freeman at the helm. He's a guy that, he kind of does it the way you would like to see everybody do it, and he's an intense guy, but you never hear him cuss. Never hear him say one foul word. I mean, it's just him. It's his nature. And, Gus Malzahn at Auburn's the same way. You're just not going to hear him say it. And you feel like, he can get it done without it. And, look, if you're a winner, you can go wherever if they've got the players and you can turn them into a winner. Mark Freeman is from Birmingham. He was up there from that area, so he saw it as an opportunity to leave a great program in Spanish Fork and go back home and try to build Thompson to something it's never been before.
I think he will. I think the athletes are there. They proved it in other sports, and I think they'll prove it in football.
5:28 to go here in the third. Handoff, and this is Rodney Carroll. First time he's carried the ball inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line goes Rodney Carroll, and, man, he's versatile. He can play anywhere on the field. He can line up at receiver, running back, DB. It didn't matter.
He's one step away as we show that sweep to the left, counter it back to the right. Really an underneath counter that we used to watch Phil Lazenby run so perfectly here, Brett. And you're into the secondary before you know it, and Rodney almost does it there. He picks up 6 yards, 2nd and 4.
Wolf package handoff, first man through. There's a big hole, 20, 15-10, penalty flag. He's going to score, and there's a horse collar. Nicole B. Maxwell goes in from 25 out, but there is a penalty flag, 2 back here, 1 around the 16-17, and then the horse collar penalty as Nicole scored going into the end zone. There's that burst of speed and power from Nicole Maxwell that we haven't seen up until this point. These will probably be offsetting penalties, I imagine, as the horse collar penalty and maybe a hold back here for the Wildcats, but we'll check it here as they huddle up. Wildcats lead 23-6 with 4:46 to go here in the third quarter. And it is a hold against the Wildcats and a horse collar penalty against BC Rain. So we'll check it and see where the ball moved. And Scott Hardy on the sideline for us. Nicole Maxwell, that's really the first room to run that he's had all night. And all he needs is a little seam, and he can take it to the house.
Yeah, he's a player I know everyone's excited about. He came on at the later part of the season last year, and he's expected to take over the role of the lead running back from Chase Burton this season. But again, as you said, he's been limited tonight in his opportunities, but that shows you that run right there, what he's capable of doing.
Coach Coleman, you guys knew Nicole was going to turn into a very good running back for Benjamin Russell, and this is a year a lot of people expected him to have a breakout season.
Yeah, he does a really good job. And the thing about Nakobe is he wants to be a good player, okay? He's always active. He's always around Coach Smith, who does the running backs and does the offensive coordinator. He's always around Coach Smith, wanting to learn and wanting to know what was going on. So I think this is a great time for him to have a breakout season.
In your opinion, Coach, starting to see the Wildcat offense impose its will a little bit up front.
Yeah, you know what went on at halftime. Coach Horn and Coach Morrison.
No, tell us about it.
Coach Horn and Coach Morrison went in there, and you can tell we wanted to come out and run the football. That's what we've done. With the first drive, we had 5 runs for a total of 45 yards. The next series, we had 3 runs for 22 yards. And here we just had a big, long run right here negated by a penalty. So you can tell we've really come out that smash-mouth football that Coach Horn likes.
Randy, he hit the nail on the head.
He did. It was just spotted the foul penalty.
It is.
So we have a hold about the 15-yard line, which they bring it back to the 25. Then they impose the personal foul penalty. So it's going to take it down to be a first down gain for the Wildcats inside the 15 down to about the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 there. 4:48 to go in the third. Wildcats lead 23-6.
Yeah. Clock will roll now. Here in the third quarter, Wildcats defeated BC Rain last year 38-7. So Wildcats looking to try to punch another touchdown across the board here, across the line. And there's a bad snap. Tyree mishandles it. Snap to his left, and Tyree chases it down back here around the 20-21-yard line. And that's something the Wildcats are going to have to continue to work on.
Yeah, I can assure you that will be nonstop talk leading into the second week. And normally the difference between week 1 and week 2 will be a huge one.
Yes.
As you see Carter, and Carter's got everything you want. I mean, he's 6'1", 285, 290, hard-working kid, good kid. He'll get it figured out down there. And this is a loss, though, for the Wildcats. 2nd down and 16.
Tyree, quarterback, going to step up, throw a pass, caught at the 10-yard line. A great throw and catch that time to Buck Kelly. And, again, telling you, his passing, Randy, is spot on. I mean, the ball was in the air no time, and it was dead accurate. That was good coverage by BC Rain, but Buck Kelly ran a great route, caught the pass.
Tyree is a tremendous athlete. Last year we saw that, but a little bit of a hitch in his delivery throwing the football, I would say, last year. Not tonight, buddy. That ball jumps out of his hand,
He is confident.
and he's got good composure back there throwing it also.
Here it is, going to be lobbed into the end zone, almost a one-handed catch by Orlando Henderson in the back of the end zone, but just a little bit overthrown. That was 3rd down and 6 from the 11-yard line, and the Wildcats will elect to go for another field goal opportunity. So Sean Rape missed from 44 earlier here in this quarter, and now he will run on. This ball, the tee will go down somewhere around the 17-yard line. It'll go down at the 18, so a 28-yard field goal, same hash mark. 28-yard field goal for the left-footed kicker. There's the snap, the place. The kick is up, and the kick is good this time. Good-looking kick that time by Sean Rape. Adds 3 more to the board for the Wildcats. And the Wildcats lead it 26-6. Great job that time by Sean Rape. We'll take a 30-second A&M Plumbing timeout. Your SNS Discount Tire score. Wildcats lead it 26-6. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network. 26-6. Go over to Wes Coleman there as he runs down the stats. Sean Rape that time, Coach, with a great-looking kick.
Yeah. I mean, Sean with the injury he had last year, there's no doubt he's a hard worker. He has really worked extremely hard to get to where he's at this point, and not, for him to go out and have some success. I mean, that's just what everyone likes to see.
28-yard field goal, right?
Yeah, 28-yarder, and he easily has the leg to kick that 44-yard field goal. He missed. Just you never know.
Sometimes you just miss it.
Well, it's the way the ball's sitting on the tee, and that's not always a holder. It's not always a snapper, but they all go together. And if it's not perfect on a 44-yarder, that can be an issue as Sean looks to kick the ball off, and this one's going to easily be. They may step back into the end zone, and they do. So that's 4 for 5 for Sean kicking the ball. Quick scores around the state. Beauregard defeats Lafayette 41-8. Auburn up now 24-23 over Gadsden City. Valley 35, Lynette 6. Valley may have a good football team, Brett.
Yeah,
Pinson Valley 21, Hartselle 10, Austin 21, Spain Park 20, and Dayville takes down Russell County 24-16. That's in a jamboree action.
Scores from around the state of Alabama. 3:09 to go here in the third quarter. BC Rain with the football, going to hand off up the middle, and there is a big-time hit as he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That's when you go ahead and hit the play button on the tape recorder when you're trying to send them off to the coaches.
Yes.
To look at Trey Edwards, and you say, here's your one right here. Hit play. He just steps up into the hole and knocks him backwards 3 yards. And Trey, he's not built for an end, Brett, but he can play it, and he can play it well. And we saw him do it last year. He's built to be a linebacker, and I'm excited to see him out there.
Yeah, number 58 for all of you out there watching. Trey Edwards, a big-time playmaker for the Wildcats. There's a stop in action here. I believe the Wildcats have another issue with a cramp. That's A.J. Russell limping around there. We'll check that and see. He's going to be helped off. He's a little frustrated right now. Walking pretty good, though. 2:41 to go here in the third quarter. And he's going to make his way off the field. A.J. Russell, Randy, battling, coming back from multiple knee injuries from over the past couple of years. I formation, going to roll the pocket to the left, going to dump the pass out, complete up to the 20-yard line, and great gang tackling there by the Wildcats.
Good job by Jones. Tyrus Jones out there getting the first stop. Trey Edwards, we mentioned again, playing middle linebacker now, quickly getting out there and closing him with anything to get towards the sideline. Possession play here for Rain. 3rd down and 9, 2:06 to go in the third, with the Wildcats leading 26-6.
Line up in the I formation, 2 receivers down here to the bottom, 1 to the top. Play action, going to drop back to pass, looking, going to dump it out. That was kind of a weird-looking throw. And nothing doing again, gets back to the original line of scrimmage and maybe a half a yard to bring up 3rd down.
Tay Robinson, Trey Edwards in on the stop, and Tay's been active here in the second half. He's done a pretty good job of stopping him there at the line of scrimmage. BC Rain must have a good center, Brett. That's all I can tell you. He got to be a good athlete, and he's done a pretty good job on Tay. And here's one thing, when you watch the Wildcats moving forward, and it's not that it's been different over the years, but everybody knows who Tay Robinson is.
Really has held his own at the center for BC Rain, because you're right. I mean, it's very rare that you see anybody block Tay one-on-one, but this young man's done a tremendous job. Punting situation, going to get it off. Barely got it off here. Had to short kick it. And we'll be downed inside BC Rain territory at the 42-yard line. So that's where the Wildcats will start, 1st and 10.
See if we change out anything offensively, whether we'll see some new names coming out. It's 26-6, so I wouldn't expect it yet. But you sure would like to see the Wildcats put one into the end zone. I'd love to see N'Kobe Maxwell get things going here, Brett. I think he's got the playmaking ability that we need. We need somebody to go along with Tyree. We need somebody that you hand the football to. And Chase did that last year, and I think Chase moving to defense is putting pressure on N'Kobe to be able to stand up and do that offensively this year.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Wolf package in there. Tyree again, the ball snapped, hit him in the face mask, and Tyree just hops back up. And again, this has been an issue tonight. Some errant snaps, maybe not quite ready for the snap, Randy.
Well, who am I to sit up here?
I don't know. I mean, just a speculation.
The snaps are real hard coming back. You know, they're a lot quicker, and, you know, not necessary sometimes to put so much speed on the snap getting back there, and they've gotten away, 4 or 5 times so far.
They have, and back this way, Tyree keeps it 40, 35. Down the near sideline, you just said it for me, by high-stepping into the end zone. Tyree Gray, touchdown, Wildcats.
Good blocking down here by the wide receiver, Buck Kelly, and everybody notices, and every coach comes up to him and mentions that. And I talked about Buck a little bit earlier on the block that could have gone both ways. And trust me, blocking from the receiver is very tough. But here's one thing you can't do is receivers a lot of times will get out there and just not be very physical. I haven't seen that over the years from our Wildcats. They enjoy blocking, and plays like that are made by blocks downfield. They're made up front, Brett, but also made who's going to get out and get down on a secondary player and keep them from making the stop.
43-yard touchdown run. There's the snap, the place, the kick is up, and it is good. 33-6. 17 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play. We'll take an A&M Plumbing timeout. Your SNS Discount Tire score. Wildcats up 33-6 over BC Rain. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network. 33-6. Wildcats lead it here. 17 seconds to go here in the third period of play. I'll kick it over to Wes Coleman here in just a second. Get a quick rundown. There's a high end-over-end kick. This one's 8 yards deep. We'll go over to Coach Coleman there, and that time Tyree Gray with a 43-yard run, Coach, to cap off that drive.
Yeah, nice job by Tyree right there. But I think Randy, you know, I'll give a little credit to the receiver on the outside. You know, me coaching receivers on the outside, so I like to hear that, Randy. But you're right. Buck did an outstanding good job. You know, when I coached those guys, I told everybody, you know, when you're sitting in the stands and when that guy gets one-on-one on the perimeter, everybody sees when you don't make that block. But Buck did a good job of keeping his hands on the inside and just staying with his man right there. And when you don't have to block him too good when Tyree's got the ball out there.
Outstanding stuff. Yeah, credit to your receiving core. You taught Buck well, didn't you, Coach?
And I tell you, Wes did do an outstanding job. And we've had some of the best. Coach Powell, everybody back there that played for Coach Powell, buddy, if you didn't stalk block, you didn't play receiver for him. Forget it. And he would go out there and block with you. And Coach Coleman brought that, and you've been able to notice it. And so far this year, Buck Kelly doing a great job out there picking up that block. And that's what takes it. I mean, easily that secondary player gets off and has a chance to make the tackle on Tyree. Like Coach Coleman said, I don't know if it's going to happen, but they had a chance to.
Yeah, they did. BC Rain on first down, incomplete pass across the middle. Tried to hit his receiver on a crossing pattern and overthrew him. Incomplete. Second down and 10 for the Raiders at their own 20. Moving left to right here, 12 seconds to go in the third period of play. Handoff up the middle, spinning out of one tackle, but not out of the second one, up to the 25-yard line. So that's a 5-yard run. It'll bring up third down.
Nice tackle in there by T. Coley, the senior. Has played running back a majority of the time, but he has now moved into a linebacker and seeing a lot of action here tonight, and he gets the headgear in there. Arbion Harrell, I believe, is also in on the stop for the Wildcats. Is it going to be third down, Brett?
It'll be third down and 5 when we come back. That's going to do it for the end of the third period of play. We head to the fourth with the Wildcats in control, 33-6. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Jackson Drugs on Cherokee Road in Alexander City has gifts for every occasion you may have coming up. Like ladies' clothes, pajamas, swimsuit bags, towels, sunglasses, koozies for monogramming, monogrammed slippers and wallets, and jewelry for every outing, swimsuit covers, and tanks by Blackbeard. When it's time to go gift shopping, think of Jackson's Drugs on Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
JD's Tire and Lube. If you need diesel, if you need non-ethanol gas, if you love service, need new tires, don't waste your time shopping around. Go to JD's Tire and Lube. They can get you any tire, anytime at the best prices around, and you get free rotation and balance for life of the tire. JD offers full service for whatever your needs are. Oil change, brake repair, radiator work, batteries. You can even get your car washed. The customer service is unbeatable at JD's Tire and Lube, 316 Tallapoosa Street, Alexander City, in the old Foshee Service Station building.
Amtech is proud to be part of the Alexander City area. Amtech understands the importance of education, athletics, and teamwork. Support from friends, family, classmates, and faculty play a big part of success on the field. Amtech wishes the Wildcats best of luck this year, not only in the games, but in all of your academic achievements as well. Good luck, BRHS athletes, coaches, band members, cheerleaders, faculty, and students from Amtech.
No matter where your day takes you, a water heater from Blossman means a reliable hot shower when you need it.
Here's the deal. Standard tank propane water heaters for only $99. Free installation.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
Marcia Mason is pleased to announce the new location of Mason Law Firm at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Marcia Mason is your local attorney for bankruptcy and Social Security disability. Call your hometown attorney, Marcia Mason, at 256-329-1313. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
We are Steel, German-engineered chainsaws and landscape products.
The majority of which are made here in America by Americans.
And exported to
over 90 countries around the world.
Find out why steel is #1 in America at steelusa.com.
Find your Steel outdoor products and more at the new Satterfield Outdoor Living on Highway 280 in Alex City.
Tackle that time. Down around the 10-yard line. Number 41 makes
That's
that.
Harrison again. I just mentioned him,
Yep.
but we missed a number of tackles to allow him to get back to that level.
37 seconds to go. They have the ball at the 10. It'll be a first and goal situation here for BC Rain. Option to the right, just going to tuck it, finds a seam. He's going to score. Touchdown BC Rain with 25 seconds to go in the ball game. So Nicholas Saffold with a touchdown for BC Rain, and they get on the board one more time, 33-12. The Wildcats are going to pull off the victory here and get ready to play Central of Clay County next week here at the Sportsplex.
Going to have to be up for it. Central of Clay had a good win tonight over Munford.
They did.
A great program. We're able to go over there and win. See if we can make this tackle. No. I think they get in, and they do. They get the two-point conversion, and score is going to probably close out 33-14. And you know, that's fair. BC Rain, I think, had a lot of opportunities there in the first half they didn't cash in on. So probably the correct score here tonight.
An equalizer.
It feels about right, doesn't it, Brett?
It really does. And, you know, we decided to pull our starting offense with about 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. So probably could have put some more points on the board, but Coach Horn elected to get some guys in the game, and I think that was the smart thing to do. 25 seconds to go here in the ball game. I want to remind everybody that there'll be scores coming your way tonight, but next Friday night it will be the AHSA Radio Network Scoreboard Show with Lou Robinson and Jay Jeffcoat. And that scoreboard show will go from 10 to midnight this year. It'll go an extra 30 minutes. So they'll be on, instead of from 10 to 11:30, 10 to midnight. A lot of coverage throughout the state of Alabama. The most comprehensive scoreboard show in the entire state of Alabama right here on 97.5 Kalijah Country. This radio station and numerous others throughout the state of Alabama.
And that duo's over there calling Champions Challenge tonight.
Game.
A great game. Leeds taking on Madison Academy. Last score we had, Madison Academy was up 19-13.
Yep.
Trey Nation had over 200 yards rushing. Somehow Madison Academy had held them to 13 points with them, 200-plus yards rushing. Malik Miller, I'm sure, had his fair share for Madison Academy. That's two of your better teams here in the state.
No doubt about it. There's a little squib kick going to be fielded, and they'll fall down on it at the 35-yard line. And Wildcats a nil on it and run the clock out, although they do have 3 timeouts to their credit. I don't know if Coach Stone will elect to do that or try to get a head start getting back down the road toward Hope
Yeah, I
Hill.
doubt you'll see any timeouts. You'll probably go ahead and go. And this is a good BC Rain team. It's a good 5A team, Brett, in my opinion. They match up well with a lot of people.
Oh, I definitely think so. Very talented.
Gadsden City scores and converts two-point conversion. They now lead Auburn 38-31 with 10:32 to go in the fourth.
That's amazing. Victory formation going to go down. Caldwell at the quarterback position, and that's going to do it.
Yeah, it's a great job right there as Caldwell, and that will run the clock out. I didn't see a score again from Opelika, so Opelika, we saw earlier, was in a nail-biter against Hillcrest Tuscaloosa, so we'll try to catch up with that score, many more, as we head into the end of the game.
Yeah, we're going to try to get down to the sideline here in a little bit after Coach Horn talks to the team as the Wildcats win the ball game 33-14. Hopefully Coach Horn or Scott can catch up with Coach Horn here during the Williams Plumbing, Heating, and Air post-game show. Stay tuned. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Advanced Heating and Air is East Central Alabama's certified train comfort specialist. That means the pros at Advanced make you the focus with superior service on all brands, 24-hour availability, and in most cases, same-day response. Advanced Heating and Air is exclusive with Train Heating and Air products that deliver the longest reliability and great energy efficiency with an amazing 0% 60-month financing package on all new Train products. The best service contacts in the region, and all pricing is upfront so you have no surprises. Advanced Heating and Air, where your comfort is our #1 concern.
No pest is too big or too small for Lex Wedgeworth Pest Control. Protect your home or business today from insects, termites, mosquitoes, and more. Lex uses only the latest state-of-the-art technology and equipment to solve your pest problem, including the environmentally friendly Centricon termite baiting system. Lex has been servicing the Lake Martin area for over 35 years, and he has a full staff on hand. Call Lex today, even if it's just a question. 256-234-6162. Lex Wedgeworth Pest Control. Smart solutions to your pest problems.
Looking for the area's best one-stop shop? Foshi's Watts is where to go. Foshi's Watts has non-ethanol gas for you boaters and you lawn care guys. Although cutting the grass is less fun than going to the lake, you can also get live bait and tackle, cold beverages, and they have fresh biscuits starting at 5 a.m. and the best candy prices in town. You can even fill your propane tank and get a bag of everybody's favorite pellet ice for only $1.50. Get it all at Foshi's Watts on Dadeville Road in Alex City, the area's best one-stop shop.
Are you looking to book a Walt Disney vacation or cruise? Fairy Tale Journeys is here to make sure your experience is magical. Fairy Tale Journeys is an authorized Disney vacation planner which specializes in booking your Disney moment. Fairy Tale Journeys services are free and include more than 200 home-based agents to help make your Disney dreams come true, from lodging and fast passes to magic bands and other Disney experiences. Call Fairy Tale Journeys today and start making your Disney dream come true. 256-825-2668.
For over 70 years, Curley Motor Company has been serving the Lake Martin area with superior service. Curley Motor Company has quality pre-owned vehicles with down payments as low as $1,000 and flexible payment plans to fit any budget. Most vehicles come with warranties that Curley stands behind, and they even service customer vehicles. View all of Curley's inventory online at www.curleymotor.com. Curley Motor Company not only sells pre-owned vehicles but offers much more, such as rental cars, headliner repair, and can help you with lost car titles and title work. When you buy a car from Curley Motor Company, you're not just buying a car, you're buying our name.
When you need plumbing service, call on the professionals at A&M Plumbing LLC. We are your dealer for Nature's Miracle state-of-the-art water filtration systems, providing sales and installation of systems for your whole house or under sink. Join our Diamond Club and enjoy many benefits and services while saving money and getting priority service scheduling. We offer financing, and our services include a 1-year satisfaction guarantee. All our technicians are trained, background tested, drug screened, and wear photo IDs to ensure your safety and peace of mind. Our knowledgeable staff will be happy to answer any of your questions. So call A&M Plumbing LLC today.
Southern Pipe and Supplies, serving Clay, Tallapoosa, and surrounding counties for decades. Not just a great store for plumbing supplies and service, but a showroom and salespeople to help you with your decisions on brand names like Delta Faucets and customized shower systems. Make sure you pick up your heavy-duty and well-insulated K2 coolers. Southern Pipe and Supplies, located on Dadeville Road in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4235.
Sorry about the technical difficulties, Randy, as you were saying, the synopsis of the game. We're back. We're back. In case
Sorry, Brett.
That's all right. As we drop signal there. Scott Hardy down on the field. We'll catch up with Coach Horn here in just a second. Actually, Scott's got Coach Horn now, so let's go down to the field. Scott Hardy with head coach Danny Horn.
Thanks, Brett. I'm here with Coach Horn, the head coach of the Benja Russell Wildcats. Coach, game one, what were your overall impressions?
Well, it's your typical game one, a lot of mistakes. We had some cramps. I mean, it's a human night, and, it's different being in physical condition and football condition, and, we just got to work our way in that conditioning. But, I thought they hurt us a little bit with the pass, but, overall, I thought the second half we came out and played a lot better.
And Tyree Gray, somebody who came on toward the end of last season, really stepped up this play. What do you think about him game one?
Well, I mean, Tyree's Tyree. He's going to be good at whatever he does. He made a few misreads on a couple of plays, but, he's a great athlete and a great person, and, he's going to make plays. And, And I told Coach, Smith at halftime, I said, we need to get him the ball a little bit more. We ain't been getting him the ball enough, him and Nakobe. It's a win's a win. We didn't play great, but, it is a win.
Real quickly, next week is going to be a game that everybody in the community will be looking forward to. What are your expectations for that game?
Well, I expect the stands to be packed, and, it's going to be a good ball game. I mean, they got a good team, and the verdict's still out on us. At times I think, we got an opportunity to be a pretty good team. Then other times, we're making some mistakes that we're going to correct, and I think as the year goes on, we'll get better.
All right, thanks, Coach. Congratulations on game one. Back to you, Brett.
Thank you so much, Scott. With Coach Danny Horn there on the sideline, and again, Wildcats do win 33-14. Randy, again, Coach Horn said, go to the drawing board. A win's a win. Better than starting off with a loss, and work on some of those things and improve as Central Clay comes in next week.
Yeah, and that's not a bad football team we played tonight.
No,
I think
sir.
Athletically, I think the quarterback was very good. He was spot on most of the night. They had some drops that hurt him. But other than that, and the big thing I see with BC Rain that separates them from last year to this year is their offense and defensive line play.
doubt.
I think will match up with most of the people they take on there in 5A. But I was excited about some of our play. I'm not surprised by how outstanding Tyree Gray is.
Oh, no.
I don't think there's too many superlatives that you can throw at him that most. And I'll throw the best one there, though. He's a leader. He's an outstanding kid. He's got a great motor. And I think that you can have great athleticism, but you don't have those other things. They don't all come together. But he's a mixture, all of them. He's one of the best we've had around here.
No doubt about it. We're going to take a break here on the postgame show. We come back. Coach Wes Coleman will run down the final stats for the Wildcats, and we'll name the play and the player of the game. Stay tuned. More of the postgame show presented by Williams Heating and Air right after this.
Jackson Drugs on Cherokee Road in Alexander City has gifts for every occasion you may have coming up. Like ladies' clothes, pajamas, swimsuit bags, towels, sunglasses, koozies for monogramming, monogrammed slippers and wallets, and jewelry for every outing. Swimsuit covers, and tanks by Blackbeard. When it's time to go gift shopping, think of Jackson's Drugs on Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Darwin Dobbs Company is proud to announce that we are now returning to the complete automotive service business. Chris Dobbs is our service director, and he represents the 5th generation in our family business. For all your automotive service needs, call Chris at 256-234-3435. Darwin Dobbs Company, the home of fine automobiles and service since 1935. 814 Cherokee Road, USA.
G's Country Kitchen on Laurel Street, serving some great country food. I'm talking about 6 days a week. That's Monday through Sunday, closed on Saturday for lunch only. Now, if you've not eaten there, I want you to take advantage of some really, really good food. Oh, Ricky Robinson and every one of them over there say, come on by here and we'll make you feel at home. Make you feel like you at Mama's home. That's at G's Country Kitchen, Laurel Street, Alex City.
Contact Scott with Renaissance Mortgage Lending to help make that house your home. Renaissance Mortgage Lending. Understanding you. Equal housing lender.
The Meadows Assisted Living of Alexander City is a 16-bed facility that offers 3 home-cooked meals daily, including snacks. Other services include local transportation to appointments and outings, assistance with personal care, and 24-hour staff availability. Rates are much lower than traditional long-term care, and rent is month to month. The Meadows Assisted Living offers something, too, that you just can't put a price on: peace of mind. Call today, 256-234-0800.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Williams Plumbing, Heating, and Air post-game show at the Sportsplex. Wildcats winners 33-14. And go over to Coach Wes Coleman now with some final statistics on tonight's win over BC Rain.
Yeah, total yards for the Benjamin Russell Wildcats tonight with 232 yards, with BC Rain falling at 261. But you got to think 91 of those 261 for BC Rain come right there at the end. So a little bit of padding stats there. But I thought Benjamin Russell Wildcats just come out and just totally just dominated the second half, which was what Coach Horn wanted. So Tyree Gray finishing the night with 214 total yards. So, what can you ask for as a starting quarterback?
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Great game by Tyree and the Wildcats.
Well, that leads us into the Wildcat play of the game, Wes. And the Wildcat play of the game brought to you by JD's Tire and Lube, Lake Martin's best value on tires and full service for your vehicle. Check out JD's Tire and Lube. Wildcat play of the game goes to Cole Grogan, a 60-yard punt right at the end of the first half. Misplayed by the deep guy for BC Rain and went into the end zone. And he kind of had a lapse in judgment, picked it up late, couldn't get out of the end zone. Wildcats picked up basically a cheap 2 points there to extend it to a 16-6 lead going into the break. So it was really a big play in the game from a mentality standpoint. So congratulations to Cole Grogan and his punting, Wes, winning the JD's Tire and Lube play of the game.
Yeah, great job by Cole tonight, really backing them up in the red zone. But like you said, that's just a huge momentum swing right before the half. I mean, you think BC Rain had a little going into that play right there, and after that play happened, Ben Russell got the momentum and took control of the game.
Shocker here, Dark Insurance player of the game. Don't be in the dark about your insurance needs. Call Dark Insurance. If you don't know who this is, then you are in the dark. Senior quarterback Tyree Gray, as you just read off the stats, is your player of the game. Tyree, the senior leader on this team, West, really took control of the game. A touchdown run and a touchdown pass in the first half, and then came out and really led the Wildcats down. Had a big run to set us up first and goal to score on that first drive. Congratulations to Tyree Gray, the senior quarterback, on the Dark Insurance player of the game.
Yeah, like Coach Horn said right there at the end of the game in the post-game show with Scott, I mean, they can't have it. Tyree's a great football player, but, he's also just a great person. And for Tyree to come out here and to play like that, his first game of his senior year on the home field in front of the stands, and just congratulations to him.
Congratulations to the entire team. Hard-fought effort here. BC Rain came up here. Tella Stone, Benjamin Russell alumni, head football coach at BC Rain, really has turned things around down there, and his team came up here and played valiantly, and they'll move on. And this team last year went on to the third round of the playoffs. I'm sure, as Randy said earlier, in 5A football, they'll compete very, very well with the athletes they have. Next Friday night, we'll be right back here at the Sportsplex as the Wildcats welcome in Central Clay West. And you guys went up there last year, a tough game in the first half, but again, we kind of imposed our will in the second half and took control.
Yeah, we did. I mean, Coach Horn's really going, not that coaching staff, they work extremely hard and the players work extremely hard, but Coach Horn's going to take it up a little notch just coming up a week with Clay Central coming into town. And like you said, that was a great football game last year. I remember, I think on the first drive we scored on a little slip route to Zaki Stows, and, kind of get that game started off on a good note. So I think that's probably going to be a key for us next week, is come in here and try to get the momentum early, maybe Tyree hit a good play, a big play early, and let the defense step up and just keep playing hard.
Remember, the broadcast will start with the Russell Do It Center countdown to kickoff at 6:30 and the Coach Danny Horn Show. Kickoff, first half, Karen Chanel State Farm Insurance kickoff slated for 7 o'clock next Friday night right here at the Charles E. Bailey Sportsplex. Again, your final score here tonight, Wildcats 33, BC Rain 14. Wildcats start off 1-0. For our entire broadcast crew, our producer Justin Clayton, our sideline analyst Scott Hardy, statistician Wes Coleman, and my broadcast partner Randy Lee, I'm Brett Pritchard saying good night, everybody. We enjoyed it. We hope you have. See you next Friday night.